What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to JJD TV. I'm your host, Josh, and today we're back for yet again another match watch-along between Club Brugge and Borussia Dortmund. See, we got some people already here waiting. Luke Carrier says first, TJ says second, but he is not quite sure, and then Luke Carrier says a strong lineup for today. That is very true. It does look like a pretty decent lineup, and we'll get into it right away. I'm just watching the zone in the corner of my eye and just saw Chelsea scored a goal with Olivier Giroud, so I thought that was pretty interesting because it looked like they were going to drop some points. But we're not here to talk about Chelsea. We're here to talk about Borussia Dortmund. So let's just get right into their starting 11 today. And with the starting 11 today, I wasn't fully sure if they were going to go with the back three again, mainly because they just played with it. But I'm glad to see they went back with their now traditional 4-2-3-1. They got Roman Bürki in net. Thomas Meunier, for some reason, can never get out of the starting 11. I'm not honestly quite sure why. He does play better as a right back. I guess this is the back four formation, but I'm surprised he hasn't got any rest yet, considering how much minutes he's actually been playing with the starting 11 as well with the national team. So Thomas Meunier will be in, which I have no problem with him playing as our right back. He's a solid right back, but it's just to me a little confusing as to why Paslak or Mariah hasn't got a run in, considering that looking at that starting 11, he's the person with the least amount of form. But either way, he's back in, so hopefully he has a good showing today. I guess it is against his former club, so this probably wouldn't be the game to pull him in. But, I mean, I don't know which game is. Maybe the game this weekend against Cologne, but at one point you're going to have to rest Meunier. He's been playing a ton of minutes. He started every game for us. But our center backs, as nicely as you like them, we got Hummels and Akanji. No surprise there. They're building a beautiful little partnership in the heart of our defense, and I'm very happy to see that. Left back, it's good to see Guerrero as well. And then the big question mark, at least in my opinion, to every game is always the center mids. Delaney, Dahoud, Witsel, Chan, Bellingham. There's just so much talent we have in the center of the park. But they've gone with Bellingham, they've gone with Delaney today. I think it's a good one to go with. I mean, I know you guys know how much I like Dahoud, and I love seeing him in. So for me, it is a little annoying that he just still hasn't got that run of form. But I think it's important for Bellingham to get a good showing in the Champions League, considering that his first time playing wasn't the best. Now he's going to get a full 90 minutes against a team where he should be able to do pretty well against. He's on decent form, had a nice assist last game, and he's partnered alongside Delaney. So Bellingham has a little bit of freedom to go up a little bit, while we know that Delaney will cover our left back position as well as even for Bellingham. So I really do like that pairing, but for me, I just wanted to see Dahoud in a little bit more. I want to see him get that run of form that I just don't know if, honestly, he'll ever get, because I just think he needs it to be able to keep growing as a player and to really staple his way into the starting 11. But the front four is where the fun comes, because that looks like a pretty nice front four. We got Hazard finally playing. I saw Luca said it. Good morning, Luca, my friend. Welcome back to our watch-along. And yes, I'm excited that Hazard's finally playing as well. I think he'll be playing alongside the right-hand side. Quentin asked, can I watch the match here? No, Quentin, unfortunately you can't. This is a match watch-along. We watch along with our community here. If I do put it on the screen, I will get a copyright strike. So we are just, we're going to talk about the game while it's on, and hopefully you guys are able to watch it at home. I'm watching it on DAZN. But Luis says hi. Luis, my friend, nice seeing you as well. And where can I watch it? Quentin, you can try to stream it, or you can purchase DAZN. I'm not sure exactly where you're from, but DAZN is where we get to watch the Champions League here in Canada, at least. So, or you can just try to, find a stream online. I'm sure someone in the chat can suggest some for you. But yeah, we got Hazard, Sancho, and Reina. So it's nice to see Gio actually playing in his preferred number 10 position. We know the amount of center attacking mids we have in this squad with Brandt as well as Royce, so it's going to be nice. I'm excited to see Gio hopefully play the full 90 and have Sancho on one wing, Hazard on the other, two very natural wingers. It should be pretty fun and should be a very attacking formation there, as well as Haaland up front. And I mean, why wouldn't it be Haaland up front after scoring 4 goals in the weekend? So I just saw Producer T do a little celebrations, which mean we did gain a subscriber, and that is our friend Quentin. Quentin, thank you so much for the subscribing to the channel. It means a lot. Obviously, you came here to watch the match, and I mean, you got stuck with my face, but hopefully you'll be able to watch the game somewhere else and join us in the chat as well. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty excited to watch this game because we know the main storyline behind this game is going to be Moukoko, because he, at 16 years old and 4 days, has the chance to be the youngest player to ever play in the Champions League, shortly after breaking the record for the youngest player to ever play in the Bundesliga. So just like we were last time, all eyes will be on Moukoko, and knowing Fabre, he'll probably come on in the 80th minute and we'll barely get to see any of them, but I really hope that he comes on a little bit before that. But I don't know if any of you guys heard the storyline coming out of Club Brugge, was that Emmanuel Dennis, who was probably their most threatening player, didn't get to sit, I guess, in the spot he wanted to on the bus, and then he had a temper tantrum, and then he left. So that's the article I read. I don't know how true it is. You guys can let me know how true it is, but apparently that he didn't get to sit where he wanted to on the bus. The coach got mad at him. He stormed out the bus, and then he is no longer in the starting matchday squad today, which is hilarious. So they will not have Emmanuel Dennis today, which is very interesting. I thought that was very strange. So weakens their team a little bit, but honestly, we're the home team. We have a very attacking formation, and we should be heavy favorites for moving forward. We're also top of the group right now. We're 2-0-1. Lazio and honestly Bruges are just behind us, but if by winning this game nothing is clinched, we don't guarantee moving on in the Champions League, but we pretty much put us in as good a shape as we can. And if we beat Bruges today and Lazio beats Zenit, Zenit is eliminated from contention. So, I mean, there's a lot to play for. We want to top our group, obviously. And winning games against Club Brugge is obviously the ones that we need to do so. So, I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. The biggest thing I'm obviously taking a look for the game is when Moukoko can come on. I want to see a little bit more of him. I don't think we obviously saw quite enough for his very much anticipated debut because he only got to play a little under 10. So I'm hoping that we have a comfortable-ish game and he can come on with maybe even 20 minutes to go and we can get a little better look at the Wonder Kid. But TJ says you can use some websites free, but it has a ton of ads. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different places you can stream these kind of games. I don't want to drop any because I may get in trouble for doing so, but there are a bunch of ones that you should be able to watch the game and not have crazy amount of ads. Quinton, I usually watch the Bundesliga match on the fan app, but I guess they won't be showing the Dortmund. Oh, well, why wouldn't you want to show the Dortmund game? At least he didn't pull a Conor McGregor. yeah, it's very true. And Lucas said, oh, we got Bayern here. He got to watch a nice little game over on Tactical Manager's channel today. And he's predicting a 2-0 win for Club Brugge, so, you know, it's what we can expect from the Bayern fans who will make their way over to this chat. But let me know what you guys think the predictions of this game is going to be. I think it's probably going to be like a 3-0 type of game. I want to knock on wood. I don't want to jinx it. But obviously the Bayern fans don't quite think so. But I don't know. There shouldn't be a big problem going forward playing the type of team playing the way that we are. But I'm looking forward to it. And if you haven't noticed, I did get something that came in from the BBB store. And that is this beautiful Christmas sweater that I'm rocking. In case you guys didn't notice, it is from Dortmund. So if you guys do like Christmas, definitely go pick one of those bad boys up because it's very comfortable. And I don't know. I love Christmas, so I get in the mood as early as you can. I wanted to wear a Santa hat. Producer T said not yet. So we stuck with the black hat and the Christmas sweater, but it is what it is. Use ad block. Loving the sweater. My wife knows what to get me for Christmas. Honestly, I recommend it. It's honestly super comfortable, and that was what I definitely wanted for Christmas. But I wanted it right away so I could wear it and showcase it on our channel here. So, BBB 2, Club Brugge 1 from a Bayern fan. TJ comes in with a reasonable one. I mean, we played very well against Club Brugge in the last outing with them, as you guys know. It was a very, very relatively easy game starting in the second half. I believe we won 3-0. But we're home now. We're on pretty solid form. We got a very attacking formation, and they lost their number one target man up front. So, honestly, for the Club Brugge, it doesn't seem like it's looking too good. Holland's in incredible form. I'm hoping we get off to a good start, and I'm hoping we can give Haaland a little bit of break. Let me know if you guys agree. I mean, I know he's obviously on incredible form, and all he wants to do is score goals, but I mean, again, with him being only striker up till now, he's had a ton of minutes. And I'm hoping that he'll be able to get if it was up to me, I would love to see us having a decent lead at halftime, bring Holland off, bring Moukoko on at like the 60th. Because I don't want to burn him to the him right to the ground, because we know how much minutes he's been playing and how important he will be for us. So it will be pretty cool there. And producer T's got a little bit of work today. If you can see a little bit below our scores, he's the last game we had this up, they all happened at the same time. So now he's got to update them as we go. So, you know, nice little job there for producer T to do today. I'm a little excited for that. But I'd love to see Marco Reus scoring a hat trick. I'd love to see Reus score a hat trick too. I'm assuming he'll probably come on at some point, but I'm not sure. I'm trying to think if Reus would. Because Reus usually does. When Reus doesn't start, he usually comes on for Reina or vice versa. So I'm assuming if Reus comes on, yeah, he'd probably come on. But looks like I got to give a little bit of a shout out. Can you please give a shout out to my wife, Ava, who is co-watching, Josh? So we'll give a big shout out to Ava. I don't know how, Ava, if you want to let me know how long you've been a BBB fan for, I would be interested. And your husband as well. I've been one since I've been about 10 years old, very young. Watched a couple FIFA games and fell in love with the team that way. But yeah, no, it's awesome. I'm glad that you're co-watching it with your husband here, and the boys are just getting out on the pitch right now. So we're just about to get underway. Just to know, the video has some quality issues on the left side of the screen. I'm not quite sure where the quality issue is, but we can get producer T to take a look. But as usual, Luca, thanks for pointing that out for us. And you said nice sweater as well, thinking about getting it. And you should. You should. The sweater is very nice. I can't stop looking at the sweater. Yes, the sweater is very nice. I honestly was very excited about it. I wanted it to come in. It only took a few weeks. It actually got here quicker than I thought. But I was like, this is the perfect game to get it out with, because we're gonna watch Moukoko break a couple records and to get in the Christmas spirit. So you know, we gotta do what we gotta do. Bayern gave Ava a shout out as well. The Bayern fans, you know, they can be nice. They can be nice. Samuel says today's score is going to be 3-1. Jonathan says 5-1. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking something along those lines as well. I was saying 3-0, but it could be a little bit better than that. I don't know. I'm pretty curious. Like we're on good form right now, and having a team like Club Brugge come to our home, it should be a comfortable game. We keep switching now a little bit back and forth between the 4-2-3-1 and the 3-4-3. So I'm curious to see how we do today with the constant switching back and forth, because we've obviously played the 3-4-3 pretty aggressively since obviously we discovered how good Hakimi and Aguero was. But we never been the team to really go back and forth that quickly. We then went over to the 4-2-3-1, and now we're mixing it in again, which is kind of interesting, because it just adds a little bit of dimension that makes teams kind of wonder how they're going to line up. Having someone like Emre Can being able to come into that center back position as well as go up as a CDM, and it's it's pretty cool to see that. We're obviously going with the 4-2-3-1 today. We don't really quite have the personnel to be able to switch in game. I'm trying to think of who, unless you put Delaney coming back on to do a back three, but in this type of game, I don't think we're really going to have to worry about it. I think the 4-2-3-1 will be a nice formation for us going forward. It's showing on the zone right now that they're having Reina on the left, Hazard in the middle, and Sancho on the right. I don't think that's the case. I think Gio's going to play as your 10. He's much better, much more effective to the game when he plays as that cam role. And then for me, Hazard's better on the right and Sancho's better on the left. Hazard's a better crosser of the ball. So coming down the right, he's wonderful crossing a ball along the deck. It's one of my favorite things about his game. And for me, I like seeing Sancho cut in on his right from the left-hand side. So I'm assuming that's how they'll line up, even though the starting 11 isn't quite show that on the zone. But we just saw our boy Hummels with the captain's armband today. Like to see it when Royce doesn't have it on. There's no one else I'd rather have it than Hummels there. She's supposed to be co-watching it, Josh. I forgot to say thank you. No, that's awesome. I'm glad she's watching it. I hope she enjoys it, and I hope she now knows what to get you for Christmas. But by the way, any Indian BBB fans here, 1:27 a.m. here. We have a lot of Indian BBB viewers and subscribers here on the channel. I always have to give them a shout out every game, because the last few, they've been up till pretty much 3, 4 in the morning watching the games with us. So big shout out to them for showing the commitment to the boys. I love seeing where you guys are watching from. Let me know where you guys are watching from today. I like asking this on every watch along, like you guys know. We just keep growing and growing. I like seeing where all of our subscribers and viewers come from. Obviously, I'm watching from Canada, in Ontario, in a small little town of about 1,000 people. Yeah, the delivery is really fast. Yes, it is. So if you guys want to get a nice little jersey, this thing was actually relatively cheap, in my opinion, for what jerseys can be like. And I don't know. I think it looks good. I love looking at it. So clearly Luka does too. You should get a Christmas type BBB beanie for the sweater fit. I like that. And I might. I haven't decided if I wanted to get a beanie or if I wanted to get like a yellow Santa hat. But I'll definitely have to look into something like that, because once December 1st comes, it's Christmas time here on the channel. So this thing is staying, as well as a nice little beanie or hat of some sort. But the boys are underway. They've been underway for about 30 seconds now, but it does look, like I said, that Reyna is, I mean, it's been a minute in the game, but it looks like Gio's lined up in the middle of the park, which would be very surprising if that's not where he was playing. I just can't see why Hazard would be playing through the middle. He never plays there. And why Reyna would be playing on the wing when we know he's much more effective as a center attacking mid. But let me know who you guys want to keep a special eye on besides Moukoko. We all want to watch Moukoko today. That's a nice ball out there to Guerrero. Getting up the pitch. Nice little ball in the box. Finds Haaland. Woo! It's a decent first chance. Haaland's literally a truck. Oh, they're wearing their cup kits. I should have worn my cup kit. No, I shouldn't. I should have maybe wore it because it's the cup kit and, you know, BBB sent it to us, but I had to rock the sweater. It just came in. I was too excited. But that was a nice little start to the game right there. Guerrero had a beautiful ball in the box. Saw him get up, which is always nice seeing him get up there. But for the most part, you'd like to see Holland bury those, but it was a nice little half volley. Gotta respect it. Jonathan says, hey, I really appreciate your work, dude. I really appreciate your channel, dude. Keep up the amazing work. Really appreciate that, my friend. We appreciate all your guys' support on the channel. It's means quite a bit to us. We keep growing. Our goal is obviously to get to 1,000 subscribers, and we're obviously well on our way there because of the support you guys are doing on the channel. It means the world as we continually cheer on the boys. And we're watching them here at home. Very sad to see that there's no fans in the stadium, but that's all right. We still know the atmosphere. The atmosphere is there, and it should be a good little watch. I'm not sure if you guys heard about the storylines coming out of Schalke today, but it was incredible. I heard that 2 of their players are now they got suspended and are forced to train alone, as well as their one striker is getting terminated on December 31st. So I don't know what's happening there. I didn't read too much into it, just because we were getting ready for the stream. But if you guys have any knowledge of what's going on in Schalke right now and what those players did to get in trouble and get their contract terminated, is pretty interesting. Because you usually see a contract get terminated like immediately, not wait till December 31st at the end of or just before the transfer window starts. I'm not even sure, but yeah, very strange to see that happening. But the boys are on the attack here. Finds Thomas Meunier with one of his typical balls into the box that go right to the Club Brugge defender, and they rally. I know I'm a little harsh on Meunier, and I mean maybe I shouldn't be that harsh on him, but I'm just surprised he's honestly started every game. If there's one player on our team we say who started every single game for us, it wouldn't be Thomas Meunier. Like, it's very surprising to me, and I mean, he plays better in the back four, so we'll see how he can get on today against his former club, but I want to see a little bit more Paslak and a little more Mariah. They're 2 very talented younger players. I mean, you got to give him a break at some point. He plays a lot of minutes for his for his national team as well, so it will be interesting to see that there today. But we got TJ watching from Iraq, which is pretty cool. That's very far away from where we're from. We got our boy watching in California, which is a beautiful place. I would love to go there someday. Probably a little bit nicer in California than it is in Ontario right now. I don't know if anyone else on the stream is from Canada, but we got a lot of snow here where I'm from, and I'm assuming you don't in California. If Ethan Horvath gets into this game, we could have 5 American players in the Champions League at a time. Dwight, I like it. I didn't know that, but that's pretty cool. We actually have a cool little video that's coming up soon that involves the Americans in the Bundesliga. So guys, keep an eye out for that. It's pretty cool to see the Bundesliga being able to pick up a lot of different American players as well as even Canadian players. Hopefully a little more of them will go over there as well. But that should be a fun little video coming up soon. But that's very interesting, and I hope now he obviously gets brought on. Haaland versus Lukaku, who would win? I mean, in my opinion, Haaland. I think he's one of not even being biased. I mean, Lukaku's in incredible form as well. He got two goals, 2 assists at the weekend. Oh, a typical nice outside the football by Hummels. You like to see it, but I mean, yeah, Lukaku's in incredible form as well. He had 2 goals, 2 assists, and was single-handedly the reason that Inter won their game against Torino on the weekend. But for me, Haaland is just unstoppable. He's built like a similar type of striker as Lukaku, just on physicality, the left boot. But for the most part, I just think that Haaland's at the moment. Oh, there's a nice little ball. Oh, and he fluffed it. That was a beautiful chance for Club Brugge there. I don't know what happened to our back line. They fell asleep, but that was an awful, awful effort. That was a nice ball. I'm trying to see where that ball came from. So Akanji didn't take. No, it was Hummels who left a man, but he had 2 men on him, so I'm not sure where the confusion came back. It looked like Delaney should have potentially been there. But that was a big opportunity for Club Brugge that was wasted on an awful effort. But yes, to answer your question, I mean, Haaland's just on incredible form right now. The speed on the kid, he runs like a bulldozer at you. For me, there's very few strikers who could top him at the moment, even though Lukaku is on great form. Watching from England, loving the setup on your stream, looks really clean. Alex, thank you, my friend. We can thank Producer T for that. We're working very hard behind the scenes to get it as beautiful as a setup as we possibly can to watch the boys play this weekend. So that is all on him, and I appreciate obviously the kind words. And Producer T keeps making a goal for himself to make the stream look better each time. So that's very awesome. So give a shout out to a little Producer T love here, because it does look clean. And now he's got a little job on his hands to make sure that the scores are updated. So he should have some fun today doing that as we keep an eye on some other games that are going around, especially on that Zenit and Lazio game. But we got Ross Barkley, who makes his way here. The best player in the world, and he's going to buy Borussia Dortmund, which he's also got a massive headache. Probably stressing over buying Borussia Dortmund. We respect it. We in Malaysia didn't have live. What the lineup, pal? The lineup for today, my Malaysian friend, is Berkey's in goal, and we're playing in the 4-2-3-1 with Meunier, Akanji, Hummels, and Guerrero as our back 4. We got Bellingham and Delaney as our center defensive mids. We have Sancho on the left, Hazard on the right, Gio as our cam, and Holland up front. So a very attacking formation for us. Pretty good personnel. I'm excited to see how Jude and Reina get on today. And obviously we have Moukoko on the bench, and we will all be watching for him to break yet again another record for us. But we got Footy X HD, Vamos, he's back. And yes, Luis did find the story, have been suspended, and will train alone while Ibisic will leave on December 31st. So yeah, that's an interesting storyline coming out of Schalke. They're just a club falling apart over there. We got Jose Mourinho joining here. Him and Russ Barkley should get along pretty nicely. Park the bus in full caps. But I mean, yeah, I don't know if you guys kept an eye on the Premier League at all, but I mean, obviously Tottenham is in incredible form and had a big performance against City over the weekend, which now has them leading the table. So Mourinho is doing some wonderful things there at Tottenham. I've had a lot of you guys reach out to me and say that you would like to see Mourinho actually at BBB one day. So I don't know, Jose, you can let me know if you'd want to come here, but let me know if you guys actually would like to see Borussia Dortmund at some point come to or pick up a manager like Jose Mourinho. We know that Fabre's future is a little bit up in the air. There's been some names that have been mentioned. I don't think that Mourinho will ever come to Dortmund, in my opinion, but I'm not sure if that'd be a type of manager you guys would potentially like to see. But yeah, so I don't know. He's doing some good things at Tottenham. He's got to give him credit there. We got a little bit off going between Mourinho and Barkley. We can just ignore that. At this point, I do see them getting relegated to the second league. Yeah, honestly, Schalke is in a lot of trouble right now. I don't see them. I don't see them coming to. I would like Pochettino. Yeah, I don't see them making their way up. I mean, their team's just falling apart. Their new coach isn't honestly anything special, and they just can't seem to find a win. And I just don't see that one coming any easier to them, especially now that 3 of those players are obviously not allowed to train with the team. But yeah, you'd like to see Pochettino, and I wouldn't mind seeing Pochettino come to Dortmund either. I think he'd be a very high-class quality manager to come here. But it's all going to depend. We're going to have to see how Fabre sees out the season. But him, Jesse Marsch, Marco Rose, even Nagelsmann are the big boys who could potentially take over this team one day. But the boys are on the attack right now. Meunier is on the ball. And it's been a little quiet opening minutes to the game so far. We've definitely been in, we got Zlatan here as well. We're having some interesting characters that are finding the stream with Barkley, Mourinho, and Zlatan. I'm not sure if there's a little group that have communicated with each other to lead to these guys joining the chat, but yeah. But you guys can. Oh, that's a nice little interception there by Club Brugge. But let me know what you guys are thinking of players that you're interested to watch today. For me, it's going to be Gio. I'm very excited to see how he can get on today, playing hopefully the full 90 minutes. He probably won't play the full 90, but he'll probably play a good chunk of the game today. Playing in his favorite position. Oh, Guerrero just won us a corner. If Bruges win, I'll sell my PC. I mean, I don't... Like, there shouldn't be a reason why we don't pick up 3 points today. We have a great starting 11 right now. Oh, I thought that was a corner. Looks like it was a foul. But we have a great starting 11 right now. The issues going on with Club Brugge's starting striker, I'm not even sure what to really think about that. But it was it was an interesting decision to I guess make a freak out and then get kicked off your team. I don't even know what to say about that. But yeah, I mean, we should be heavy favorites. We're at home, even without the fans, and it just should be overtime. We should be able to break them down like we usually do. I do like the starting 11. I'd like to see Dahoud in, but that's just me. I'm glad to see Jude getting up here. Our one England viewer here should enjoy watching Sancho and Bellingham both start today, and hopefully they can get on and have a good game. But we got, do you think BBB will go for Andres Christensen in the winter transfer window? Oh, that's a nice ball. Not quite out. It was a poor effort there by Guerrero. But, I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing Christensen come to Dortmund. I don't think he's getting the minutes he needs to at Chelsea to continually progress as a center back. That's a nice little ball there, though, by Club Brugge. They're on the break, but nothing really there, and easily picked up by Hummels over to Kanji. And we break out nicely. But the thing I like about players coming from the Premier League over to the Bundesliga, if Christensen was one we were going to target, is that A, like you mentioned, he is not getting any minutes at Chelsea, and he also has experience playing in the Bundesliga. He spent 2 years on loan at Gladbach. He is a solid defender, and he would probably be... Oh, that's a nice ball. But well collected by Mignolet. And he would probably seamlessly fit into this team. I think he plays well in a back four formation. He's got a bit of a speed, which is an element that can obviously be important considering the pace we know that Hummels is developing. And yeah, we need a center back. So there's no reason for me that he shouldn't be someone we actually target. But I don't know if we will. We have Zagadou coming back, obviously, which we're excited about. But I mean, that's actually a good suggestion, Luis. I would love to see them target a player like Christensen, especially because he's getting no minutes really at Chelsea right now. They don't fancy him over Zuma or over Thiago Silva. So if I were him, I'd take our chances coming back to a league you're familiar with and seeing how he does. But there's another Dane we've been recently linked with, and that is Christian Eriksen. And I just don't understand that rumor at all. I think the last thing that we really need is a center attacking mid. We already have Brandt, Royce, and Reina, all three struggling to get into this 4-2-3-1 formation. And that's because they all play as the number 10. It's hard to get into a formation like that when Eriksen would play that position too. So I think going after him would be honestly stupid, and that's just my opinion. I'm not denying that he's not a quality player. Christian Eriksen has done some wonderful things in his career, but he needs to, in my opinion, go back to the Premier League. I think a team like Arsenal would be perfect for him. There's rumored that Xhaka could be exchanged for him. He could play with that number 10 position. But he just doesn't fit this team. We don't need another attacking player. We literally have 3. There's no reason we need Christian Eriksen. He's not as effective on either wing. But let me know what you guys think. If you agree with my little rant there about him, I think one of the last things we should do is go for Christian Eriksen. Because the reasons I just mentioned. We just have too much talent in that attack. We have players like Renier not even getting minutes. Having 3 phenomenal players like Brandt, Royce, and Reina all fighting for minutes as well. And for me, it's a center back. If you're making me pick a player right now, Luis, your idea of Christian Eriksen, that's exactly the player I'd go for in the January transfer window. We have Moukoko now as our backup striker. We're healthy in our center attacking mid positions. It'd be a center back. But we have... Sorry, I went on a little rant. I need to go find the comments again. But yeah, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. We obviously appreciate all the subscribers. You get to see Producer T do a little dance, and it helps the channel grow. We got a little surprise for when we hit 1,000 subscribers. It's a little themed surprise. Won't get too much into it, but I'm pretty excited to do it. And also, we appreciate your guys' support over the channel, and we just keep growing, and it's awesome to communicate with you guys all over the world. And be sure to like the video. You guys honestly killed it last time. We got over 100 likes on our last watch along, and we got to watch Moukoko break a record. So hopefully let's see him do it again today. But Daniel says BBB will win. I agree. Probably not people say that we are going for them, but one interested in him from his Ajax days. Yes, that's... I'm assuming you're referring to Christian Eriksen. I just literally went on a rant about him. Do you think Moukoko will make his debut? I do. I think for sure he will start today. Or not start. I think at some point he will come off. It's another main reason why we're here. We just watched him break a Bundesliga record, and now we want to see one of the most talented 16-year-olds you'll ever see break another record today. And I think at some point he'll come on. If I had to guess, I'd say probably the 70th to 80th minute, depending on how the scoreline's going. But there should be no reason we don't see him today. The news said that he might leave this winter. Well, honestly, Luis, if I was BBB, that's a player I'd look to get on a loan deal and potential option to buy in the winter or the summer transfer window, because for me, he completely fits a player that Borussia Dortmund should target, and especially having that Bundesliga experience and doing so well for Gladbach is important as well. And Erling Haaland starts it off. Well done. I don't have a crest to kiss, so I'm just going to kiss the soccer ball. The man is on just incredible form, ladies and gentlemen. You can't stop him right now. He's got the little dance going on. I like it. But this is just poor from Club Brugge, honestly. Mignolet puts it up right until a header of our defenders. A little miscommunication there. Sends him on the break. He's clearly onside. And then if you put Holland in a position like that, he's going to put it in the back of the net every single time. He's just, his head's down. He knows exactly what he's doing, and that was a beautiful finish, too, off the post. I didn't even notice that at first glance. But an excellent finish. He puts it near side, too, and there was not a lot of room there. So that is just, honestly, a fantastic finish. The boys are now up 1-0, and that's just look what we need, as we're going to hopefully go 3-0-1 right now. So, beautiful start to the game. If you wanted to throw money down on someone to score, you're going to put it on Erling Haaland right now, because he's in absolutely sensational form. And all that means that we're going to get a little bit closer to seeing Moukoko start. Haaland got his goal. He can come off without being angry right now. That's what we like to see. So that is absolutely beautiful, nice finish. And the boys got that first half start that I was praying for. So that is absolutely perfect. Jimmy says where to watch. I mean, there's a lot of streams, Jimmy, you can watch this from. I watch it on DAZN, which is, Jimmy's asking, you watching on ESPN, right? I'm watching on DAZN. DAZN Canada is how we watch the Champions League over here, so that's what I'm watching it on. And then Luca mentions the rumors about Eriksen, and I've told you what I think about that. Not what we need. Christian Eriksen is not what we need. We need Erik Christensen. Andreas Christensen is who we need. A center back who we need. I would take almost any center back, but I do like that idea of signing him. I think he could be potentially available because of Chelsea just not using him. He's young and he needs to score. Eric Christensen, in my opinion, would be a knockoff Marco Reus. Yeah, honestly, he's just a player we don't need. We have too many center attacking mids as is, and we need to find a way to make sure Julian Brandt plays more, Reina gets developing the way he can, and obviously our club legend Marco Reus playing as much as he can. Spoiler alert, Holland hat-trick. I mean, if he scores a hat-trick, I hope that we take him off right after he gets his hattie, and then we can bring on Moukoko. That's what we want to see. We want to see the kid. I want to see a little bit more of him. I didn't see quite enough in that game. Obviously, he's got 10 minutes of action, but Holland is just a big man. He just had 3 people he nudged off the ball to get it over to Hazard. You like to see it. And yes, FootyX HD was talking about Christian Eriksen's Ajax days. I think Dortmund needs a target. Yes, Fiorentina's defender is a sensational young center back. He was rumored to go to Napoli, which I was surprised he didn't this past window. But oh, that's a nice ball over to Gio. Lost it in his feet. But yeah, he'd be an excellent one as well. I think Milinkovic would probably cost like somewhere in the region of 40 to 50 million euros, where I think Christensen realistically could come in on a loan deal with an option to buy. But I would take either one of those center backs. I rate them both pretty highly. Milinkovic has obviously been playing a lot more than Christensen has, so he'd probably be coming in on better form. But I think we need a center back in the January window if we want to have that title push continue on, because the Bundesliga is wide open right now. The boys are looking to stay comfortable top of the table right now in the Champions League, so we're all smiles here. So big happy moments here for Dortmund. So Joel asked who scored. I'm assuming someone told him right now, and they did. Yep, it's Erling Haaland. Who else would score for us right now? Haaland for the hat trick. Demiral will also be good options. He will, but I believe Juventus is going to integrate him more into the team. We just gained another subscriber, though. We saw the celebration on Producer T. Remy is subscribed to the channel. So Remy, my friend, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Let me know where you're you're watching from, actually. I'm not sure, obviously sure. You're brand new to the channel. I'd like to know where all of our subscribers are watching from. Obviously, I'm watching from Canada, as you guys know. But we got it on the top of the box there. Cleared out nicely as well. Our boy Jurgen's back in. Guten Tag. Jurgen, welcome back to our stream, my friend. We are winning 1-0. Things you like to see. I just took a little look down at Producer T updating the scores, and I like that because I didn't know that Sevilla won. They won 2-1. United is leading Besiktas 2-0. PSG is leading Leipzig 1-0 as well. And that Lazio game is up on Zenit. So if Lazio wins and we win this game, Zenit is eliminated from contention. So that's a pretty poor campaign from them in the Champions League. They'll be lucky if they even qualify for the Europa League. But yeah, but thank you guys so much for for subbing to the channel. It means a lot. If you, that's a nice little chance by Club Brugge there. Vormer just wide of the net. But yeah, if you do subscribe to the channel and it doesn't pop up on the screen, it's because you're private. So just let me know in the comments if you did, and I'll give you guys a shout out because we appreciate everyone who subscribed as we are on our way to 1,000 subscribers. It means a lot, and we just keep building our little BVB community here. But Josh, should we go for Anuna? I mean, he's a great keeper. I don't see us going for him only because we have Berkey on a long-term deal. I think the board and the team like Berkey. He's got quite a big personality, as you guys know from the documentary. I think Anuna will probably go to the Prem, honestly, if I'm being completely honest. But look at Holland right now. 2 men on him, but the boy is just built like a brick shit horse, and he just runs through these guys and wins us a throw. It was well defended in the end, but he's on an incredible form right now. You gotta love it. But yeah, I don't see our goaltending situation change anytime soon. I don't have an issue with Berkey. I know he can be a little inconsistent from time to time, but he's a decent keeper. He can come up with those crazy performances that we do and like to see. But I would go for Anuna. I think he's a very talented goalkeeper, and I think he will obviously move on from Ajax at some point in the future. But I just don't personally think he'll be coming to Dortmund anytime soon. Connor Cody could be an alternative for a center back. Wayne, my friend, welcome to the channel. Connor Cody is a great center back. I mean, you don't really see someone at his age. I mean, he's right in his prime, but being England, I don't see him moving to the Bundesliga. You usually see the young English players move to the Bundesliga, make their name a little bit, and move on. You don't usually see a player leave England with their nationality like that. The only one I can really think of is obviously Kieran Trippier going to Atletico Madrid right in the middle of his prime, which I thought was a very strange transfer. It looked like something you'd see off of FIFA, but they actually it worked out. He's playing absolutely fantastic for Atletico Madrid. But I do rate Connor Cody. I know he's a Liverpool boy, so honestly, with the crisis going on at Liverpool, I feel like that'd be a place for him more than Borussia Dortmund. But yeah, he could be a good option, but I think that he'd be expensive because of his prime, and I think a loan move with an option to buy for Anders Christensen is now I think the most realistic thing we could probably do to get a decent center back. Yeah, if Dortmund gets Eriksen, I do see Brandt leaving or even Hazard due to playing time. I can't imagine we go for Christensen though, or Eriksen, sorry. Just I don't know. I can't see it. It just, for me, it makes no sense. He's on incredibly high wages right now at Inter Milan. He's not in good form at all. He could fit our formation, but like I said, we have so many other players coming on. Oh, that's a poor ball. That are in that number 10 position, and I just don't see it. Someone tried to go for a wonder goal there, and an awful effort for Club Brugge. Hans says Belgium. I'm assuming you may be a Club Brugge supporter. Let me know if you are, and welcome to the channel. You're more than welcome to subscribe if you want to make Borussia Dortmund your Bundesliga team. Jurgen says 3-0 for BVB. That was my game prediction as well. Which do you prefer, Paslak at left or right? I prefer Paslak at right because he plays as a right back, but I prefer playing Paslak as left back as opposed to Schultz as left back because Schultz it's not a fit for this team. The poor man needs to leave at some point, but I mean, Paslak is very good at playing on both, so I don't really have too much of a preference, but in a game like this, I'd like to see him start at right back. But like we said, Meunier is obviously against his former club, and he just is apparently starting every game for us. Koeman, BBB. No. I don't know if you're talking about Ronald Koeman, but do not want... Oh, watching from Hans. My bad, my friend. Belgium, you assume. But yes, that's awesome you're watching from Belgium, a beautiful country. I would like to go there someday. But that's awesome. So yeah, our boy Siva just joined. So we got Hans watching from Belgium, Siva watching from Australia. We're really all over the place here. As I'm from the Great White North, as you guys already know. So that is awesome. It's a nice ball over to Meunier. Oh, Meunier almost found a player. It was close. But yeah, let me know what you meant about, I don't know if you were talking about Ronald Koeman or not, but he is having a disastrous time at Barcelona right now. And I don't know how he's honestly going to have a job much longer because they are just falling apart. It's pretty ugly scenes at Barcelona. But Lucas says, what documentary were you talking about that you mentioned when you mentioned Berkey? So I don't know if I mentioned... Oh, Berkey. Oh, there's an Amazon documentary on on Amazon Prime. If you guys want to check that out, for you guys who don't know that, it's a great documentary. It follows the team around during their 2018-2019 season where they almost won the title. And Roman Berkey was a very active player in the documentary, and you saw his energy levels. Just being that typical goalie. I'm sure a lot of you guys have played with goaltenders like that, and just very loud, very, very personal, and a good character to have in the dressing room. But we're on the break right here. Well defended. But yeah, so you guys haven't watched that, check it out. I think you'll definitely enjoy that. The Borussia Dortmund documentary. Yes, Brandon knows what I'm talking about. Jurgen says, Moukoko, Champions League debut. Yes, it should come at some point today. I'm hoping we get another goal before we can do so. A little bit of the pressure can be off. But yeah, Siva says, good morning, Josh. Love the jumper. It is the Borussia Dortmund Christmas sweater. They sell it in their BBB store, but big Christmas guy, you know how to get it. So yeah, drop a big like if you like the sweater, because I mean I'm honestly love it. I'm looking at the screen and I'm cracking up looking at my mustache and the Christmas jumper. So you know, I really liked it. But yes, do you think Hitz deserves more playing time? I personally don't. I think the only way you'd see Hitz play will probably be in the cups. Oh, that's a nice ball. Oh, well defended. That was a nice run there by Hazard, and we know how good he is at putting the ball across the deck there. And I think that was with his left too. But I mean, he's good with both his feet, and that was a good ball if it wasn't intercepted there. But that's a nice piece of defensive work. Nice little ball there by Sancho to start it up in. But good defending by Club Brugge. Got to give him credit where credit's due. But no, I don't think Hitz deserves more game time. I don't think Hitz is a better goalie than Berkey. I think he can maybe play the cup games, and the upcoming cup game we have in December he can start. But for me, Berkey needs to play all the league games and all the Champions League games. But I mean, let me know if you guys disagree. I know Berkey, like we mentioned, can be a little bit inconsistent from time to time, but for me, he's a better keeper than Hitz is. Watching from Croatia. Well, my friend, I love that. Oh, that's a nice ball. It was a well-hit shot, too. Haaland's there on the rebound, finds Delaney on his left. Oh, well blocked. And cleared out for a corner. It was a good effort there from the boys. But that's awesome. I was potentially going to go to Croatia when I was in Europe, but we decided to go to Hungary instead. I heard Croatia is a beautiful country, so that's awesome that you're watching from there. And let me know in the chat when you guys became, or even how you guys became BBB fans. Love hearing some of those stories. It's a very frequently asked question I get here on the channel, being Canadian. I found the team in FIFA 2006, and then just started following them and watching them a lot more when they did won their league under Jurgen Klopp, and then obviously fell in love with Lewandowski, Götze, Royce, and have just obviously followed them ever since. So you guys can let me know when you guys fell in love with the club, and obviously how you did so, because it's incredible following this club, and it's the main reason we do it. We got producer T jumping up in joy because he likes this club so much now. You know, it is what it is. Whoops, I forgot Conrad is on the bench for Barca. It could be 6. Oh, Dwight, I can't remember right off the top of my head where you are from in America. I know you are American, but yes, that'd be pretty cool to see Conrad come off the bench as well. He did start in the couple U.S. fixtures as well. I only watched a little bit of the game, so I don't think he did a whole lot, but he's a very exciting young player coming up, playing alongside Serginho Dest, and obviously our boy Gio Reyna here. So the U.S. men's national team is looking pretty exciting, and like I said, we do have a fun video coming up with the Bundesliga players as well. But we are 32 minutes into the game right now, and we are looking pretty comfortable on the ball. Club Brugge hasn't had a whole much coming at us, and we've had a couple good chances. It's gonna be, I'm just thinking, a matter of time before we bang one home here. But I want to see Sancho get off the mark today. He hasn't been obviously in incredible form, so it'd be nice just to see him get a goal that wasn't from a pen. But speaking of the man, he's at the top of the box right now. But he did lose it. What are your PC specs? Will you buy the PS5? Whew, that's a good question. I'm not sure if I'll buy the PS5 or not. I guess it depends on how much more FIFA 21 content we bring. You guys can let me know if you guys have watched any of our little BBB to Glory series. We try to only do it when it's on the international break. We're just doing a FIFA 21 career mode. So depending on how much you guys like seeing content like that, may make me get the PS5. Producer T, are you going to get the PS5?
I already have a PS5.
Producer T has a PS5. Okay, I didn't know that, but Producer T has the PS5. So I was told, I don't know if Producer T has done it yet, but he's been playing FIFA 21 this year quite a bit. So I was told that it plays a lot better on PS5. It's apparently incredibly faster than it is on the PS4. So I'll have to get his little knowledge there, because I guess he already has it. He beat us to the punch here. But yeah, let me know if you guys are going to get the PS5, and if you would like to see more of our BBB to Glory series. We have a lot of watch-alongs coming up. I don't know if you guys have taken a look at Dortmund's schedule, but it's incredible. We have so many games coming up. We want to get to 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible so we can do that little theme surprise for you guys, and we want to just get that community board. It's the goal. I want to be able to chat with you guys. It's so much easier to do it over YouTube than on the other social media platforms. So that is the big benefit of getting to 1,000 subscribers. So if you guys are interested and have just found us here, be sure to subscribe. And if you are already subscribed, thank you again so much. It means a lot to us as we keep building and hopefully bringing out fun content for you guys coming up. But we got Brandon from Queens over here. I like it. Have you ever been to Asia? I have not been to any of the Asian countries. That would be a cool place to go. One of our friends from our little small town here actually lives in South Korea, lives in Seoul. So we have a couple of buddies who I visited him from time to time, and I mean, he went over there to be a teacher, and he absolutely loves living over there. So it would be pretty cool to go to Asia. Just for me, being obviously so much in love with football, if I'm going anywhere, I'm probably going back to Europe. Obviously going to Dortmund now that we have the channel, but trying to go to as many games as I can over there because it's just honestly the coolest thing in the world. So it just sucks that there's no supporters allowed back in the stadiums right now because I wouldn't want to go to a game until we got a fully packed stadium. But Producer T is doing his celebratory dance, which means we do gain a subscriber here. So when it pops up on the screen, Lala just subscribed, or Lele, I'm not fully sure exactly which one, how you pronounce it. So hopefully I did it right, but thank you so much for the subscription, my friend. Welcome to the BBB community here. I hope you liked the jumper. The Christmas hat will be coming soon. But what a finish. It just showed a replay of Erling Haaland's goal, and it was such a nice taken goal. Right in the bottom corner, posted in. Those are the kind of goals you like to see. But I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are so far in the first half. I think the boys are playing pretty well. I'm going to let Producer T do the prediction, or the ratings at halftime. I'm going to let him pop up with his personal opinion. I'm going to let him I'm gonna let him know if I agree with them or not. It's been pretty quiet. I mean, we obviously know Holland will probably lead the line. There's been a lot of positions. Most of the players will be in the sevens to 10s. I mean, it's been pretty comfortable in my opinion. You can let me know some of your player ratings as well. Just toss up a player rating, and then Producer T will obviously get onto that in our halftime. But Dortmund is on the break right here. Oh, Jude had some options, made the wrong one. That's all right. Luka is from Croatia as well. Luka, I did not know that actually. I probably should have. Luka, and your last name obviously speaks, I'd guess maybe Bosnia or Serbia or Croatia. So, I mean, I should have maybe guessed that, but I think this is the first time you're telling me, so that's pretty cool. We're on 29 likes though, so if someone can just, get to 30, make that 29 go away, I'd appreciate it. The OCD just doesn't like those kind of numbers. We know how it is. But we have, Dwight is from, yes, you're from Maine, yes. I'm not sure if that rings a bell. I'm not sure if you told me that or not. But I had a friend who actually went to a scholarship there for soccer. I know, I'm sorry, I had to drop the S word, but it is what it is here in North America. But we went over there for a scholarship to a college there, so that was pretty cool. I became a BBB fan after I saw the Malaga BBB. I've been beaten up in school because of that. Wow. Everyone's making fun of me because they were a Barca, Madrid, and Bayern fans. Wow. Well, let me know where you went to school or which, actually, I think you told me where you're from. Yeah, you're from Croatia. Okay. So that's very surprising. I've never been beaten up before, knock on wood. I've never definitely been beaten up for anything to do with football because if you ask anyone in my high school, if you even mentioned Barcelona, I don't think half the people in my high school would have known what Barcelona even was, so that definitely wouldn't have got beaten up for that. But I love the dedication. Taking a punch for the team, that's what we like to see. It's a shame that you got beaten up for that. But yeah, I mean, I could never support Barca, Madrid, or Bayern, obviously. They're not my cup of tea. I do have a little bit of love for Barca just because I've been there. I've watched them play live, and it is pretty cool. The pre-games that they did before were incredible, but they got nothing on going to a Dortmund game. Trust me. But yeah, I'm glad that you stood up for your team and you gladly support them. But we're on the break here. We got Hazard with it. It's a poor ball, Hazard. Not on form. But honestly, yes, that is a way to fall in love with this team. If any of you guys haven't checked out the highlights from the Malaga Dortmund game back in their Champions League run, please do so. Go to the second leg. It was some of the most incredible scenes you'll ever see. I watched it live on TV at the time when TSN had the rights to the Champions League, which is annoying that doesn't have it right now. But either way, one of the coolest games I've ever seen, and one of my favorites as well. Footy, ooh. It's a big opportunity there. It's a big miss. That sucks. Gio's picking his ear. It was a beautiful little run, though, and a nice ball by Jude, but awful defending. But he just skied it, and just no composure there on Gio. Gotten excited for that Champions League goal, but I don't know. We're coming up to halftime soon here. Producer T is making the player rating, so please pick a player, drop a rating that you guys want to hear, and we will take some player rating looks here at halftime. That's a nice ball into the box, but well defended by the Club Brugge defender. I'm curious about how Footy X HD became a fan. I'm thinking I'm about to read it here. Honestly, before 2019, I didn't like football anymore. I just stopped watching it because... Oh, sorry. On the break here, over to Jude. In tight areas, but well defended there by Club Brugge. But after some of my friends told me to watch the 4-4 tunes, I like that. I found some of their Dortmund content and liked Royce a lot. So I followed the team and became a BVB fan. Well, honestly, it's pretty cool. I mean, like I said, we got producer T here, who's obviously doing some amazing things for us here on the channel. He wasn't a big football fan. He's Canadian. Obviously, hockey's a big thing here. He just, being my best friend and obviously starting the channel, he's gotten into it. And guys playing FIFA comfortably on a PS5 right now. So, I mean, you can't get too wrong with that. And keeping an eye, obviously, on our boys here. So it's cool to see how people follow the sport and follow the team. And I love hearing these stories and hearing where all you guys are from all over the world, because it's pretty special to find a club that you obviously enjoy watching and enjoy obviously following. And BVB is obviously the one that we have here on the channel. So why didn't you friend join you? We like to see your friend. I'm assuming you're talking about producer T. Maybe he's behind the scenes though right now. If you do want to see his pretty face though, we do have a BVB quiz we did with him and my girlfriend. So if you guys want to see a little producer T action, you can go check that out down in our videos. You can just look for the BVB thumbnail. You'll see producer T gearing up, ready to go. Dortmund are apparently keeping their eyes on Todibo, a center back. Todibo's now on loan over in Liga NOS. That's a nice ball. Oh, it was a nice hit too, but it was a nice save by Mignolet. I wasn't sure if he was going to hit that, but Delaney was on his left foot, so why not? That was a good hit. But yeah, I thought Todibo would have been a perfect player to come here. I'm not sure if the Schalke connection stopped that, but I mean, maybe we get him in the summer window, because he's obviously out on loan right now. I don't think we're going to get him for the January window. Reina need to put on some muscle. Yeah, Gio will get there in time. The kid's 17. But I think he'll keep developing. He'll get bigger. He'll get stronger. And it was a nice hit by Delaney. But yeah, I agree. If he's obviously very young right now, he's going to have to put on, a little bit of muscle to be able to just keep obviously growing as a player and being harder to knock off the ball. But it'll come. Yeah, I saw this on the BVB fan page on Facebook. Well, I'm glad that you found it this way, my friend, and welcome to the channel. And I appreciate the subscription and hope you enjoy communicating with some BVB fans from literally all over the world as we come here for our watch-alongs. My favorite part of the channel. We are on the break here. Come on, make the right decision, Jude. Oh, got absolutely elbowed in the face, and we got a nice free kick position. And I don't think there's anyone on the pitch besides Guerrero who should be taking this. It's looking like it's going to favor a lefty. Sancho did pick it up, but Sancho unfortunately isn't known for free kicks, so I really hope that it doesn't go to him. And another good thing about oh yes, Luca, I'm so sorry. You sent me the fantasy link, and I just haven't had time to look at it. But I do want to do that. So I will do that tonight, actually. So if you want to send me another reminder on Twitter, just be like, Josh, get on it. I will do that tonight. I got a little bit of free time. I do want to do that because a lot of you guys talk about fantasy on the chat, and I'd like to participate in that. So I will absolutely get on that tonight. But I think you can make your leagues there so the community could compete with you. Yeah, and that's so much fun, Luca. Thank you for reminding me. I will do it tonight, and then hopefully I can post something for you guys. Oh! I told Sancho not to take it, and he just gave me the middle finger. I like it. What a hit. That is beautiful. I've never honestly seen Sancho really take a free kick. You usually have your Royce or your Guerrero over the ball. Even sometimes Reina likes taking the free kicks of late. I just haven't seen Sancho hit a ball like that. That was an incredible hit. It looks like it favors a lefty more, but that's a beautiful free kick. I wanted Sancho to score. I'm excited that he did, and we're closer to seeing Moukoko now. Beautiful hit there to Sancho. I take my hat off to him. That was a sensational hit. I'm so far behind in the chat. I need to catch up here. But yes, Luca, I will get on that. I agree. Reina would be more competitive if he put on a little bit of weight and muscle. Yes, we do. How have you become a BBB fan? What's your story? And I believe that was the last kick of the game. We go into halftime on very high emotions there with a beautiful hit free kick. We'll get into the player ratings very soon. But yes, I became a BBB fan because I was playing FIFA 2006 and saw their logo, and I just liked it and played every FIFA pretty much since. And then once I was starting to get access to watching the games, which was when they won the title back in the league double as well, but going into 2011, 12, and 13 season is when I really, really got into following this team, and obviously Lewandowski, Götze, and Royce really made me fall in love with the club. But yeah, I mean, overall, that's how I fell in love with them, and I just wanted to find other Dortmund fans from around the world because I live in Canada. I don't get to communicate with a lot of people who enjoy watching football. So, especially if they do, it's usually the Prem over the Bundesliga. But the Bundesliga has just always been my league, so that's what led me to start this channel, and we're having a great time. I mean, we've had Borussia Dortmund reach out to us and give us a kit. So, I mean, that just speaks volumes of what an amazing club it is and such an amazing gift to give me. And look at the Christmas jumper that they got going on right now. You can't top that. Find another jumper this nice, I dare you. But yeah, so I mean, I'm having a lot of fun with the channel, and you guys have done some amazing support. And we got producer team, who is obviously, he's my best friend, and he is the reason that the channel looks so nicely, and I look as nicely as I do, you know. So yeah, so what is your opinion on Matteo Morai? I love him. I think he's a very attacking fullback, and I think he needs more game time. No question about it. I think that Mounier needs to take a step back instead of playing every single game. I'm hoping we see Morai at the weekend against Cologne. Needs more goals. 5-1. I am so behind on this chat. I'm sorry about that. Is there the same sweater for Barcelona style? I have no idea. You can go on Barcelona's or on their website. Maybe they have it. I don't know. I just know that this came from Dortmund's website, and it looks incredible. Nigel says we need more goals. Took them. Whew. Well, we got one. By the time I read this, they were already 2-0 up. So there you go. David says poor half despite a Holland goal. I got into football because of a classmate that suggested me to watch a channel named the 442. Yeah, seems to be a trend on how to get people into football there. But yes, it wasn't the greatest first half. They did a lot of passing the ball around, but I mean, it happens when you're against an opposition who doesn't do a whole bunch. But having a beautiful Erling Haaland finish followed by a Sancho free kick, I mean, you can't argue about it too much. So it's pretty cool to see that. So I'm excited for them. Luis says Morai is my #1 right back on FIFA career mode right now. Yeah, Morai's got some pretty good potential. Luis, you can let me know what season you're in. Doing our little BBB to glory. We're still on season 1. Dortmund have reached 200 UEFA Champions League goals. 13th team to reach this milestone. Everybody, drop a like and give a round of applause. I did not know that stat, so FootyXHD, thanks for pointing that out to me. That's pretty cool. The 13th team to reach 200 goals in the Champions League. It's very impressive. Obviously, some of the top teams in the world takes a while to do so. It means we've just been a competitive team as over the years, and that's honestly a pretty cool achievement. Let's go. More goals, please. Nigel is pumped. Do you think Leonardo deserves a chance in the first team. I think that he needs to develop, and I think him going out on loan like a team like Marseille will do wonders for him. I think AVB is a great manager. I think Ligue 1 gives a chance for a lot of young players to develop there, and I think he's going to have a good season. And if we get him back, because I don't know what the storyline is there, if he's going to come back to Dortmund, if he's going to get loaned out again, but I think he'll improve himself all around playing minutes in a team like Marseille rather than sitting on the bench here. So yes, I think he will potentially get some first team minutes, and he will deserve a chance if he keeps performing like he is in Ligue 1. Have you seen Fabre's reaction to Sancho's goal? Yes, it was priceless. It absolutely was. Jude and Sancho are on fire. Alexander, you're absolutely right. You got to love it. Absolute heartbreak for Sevilla, who have now failed to qualify for the Europa League knockout stages by securing their place in the last 16th of the Champions League instead. FootyX HD, that was probably my favorite comment so far, just because it cracks me up, because if you guys aren't familiar, which you probably are, Sevilla dominates the Europa League, and I don't know what it is with them. It's just in their blood. Whether they have a poor season the season before and they finish in the Europa League spots, or they get knocked out of the, get knocked out of the Champions League in third, they just seem to walk away with the Europa League. So I'm excited that they're not going to win it this year. So that's pretty cool, and excited to see that. So I'm glad that they moved on and aren't going to be competing in the Europa League. But Producer T, let's see your match ratings. Everyone, let me know what your guys' match ratings are. Producer T is going to pop up here on the screen. I'm going to analyze them, see what he's thinking, see what I'm thinking. But yeah, we'll take a look. So starting off, you put Berkey as a 7.5, and I think that's pretty fair. I think I probably would have gave him right around that as well, just because he obviously hasn't conceded, and he did have a decent save. So, I mean, you can't go too wrong with that. He wasn't overly busy, but for the most part, yeah, I'm happy with that. Meunier, he gave a 7 to. And yeah, I'd say 6 or 7 for Meunier. I mean, you can't go too wrong when you don't concede in the first half. Meunier's obviously delivery of the ball isn't overly great. It never really is, but I mean, he's done a part today, and you're fine with that. He's got a Kanji and Hummels at 6.5s, and that's not a bad rating too. I would have probably gave them 6 to 7 as well. They were opened up pretty easily in the one big opportunity that Club Brugge did have, but they've been relatively all right. And Guerrero with a 7, getting up in the play like we can, I think is a fair rating. He's got Bellingham and Delaney with 7 to 6.5. It's fair as well. I'd probably give Bellingham a little bit higher, just because I think he's been pretty active on the ball, and I'm happy with the way he's playing. He's impressing me actually in the game like today, which he hopefully should do in a game like Club Brugge. And in the front three, I like it. He gave Sancho the 8. I think Sancho's been pretty good as well, and obviously hitting a free kick like that, I mean, he deserves an 8. Come on, we can't argue with that. Reyna's been pretty on the ball. Hazard's been kind of quiet. I think the 6.5 is definitely a fair rating as well. His delivery of the ball hasn't quite been there. I mean, it happens when you don't obviously haven't played a ton of minutes of late. I really rate the way that he delivers the ball with his left, with his right. But today he's had it a couple times. It just hasn't quite been on. And then the big man up front, Erling Haaland with a 9. I don't think you can argue that. He's just a bulldozer up front. He had a beautiful finish, and he's just always been dangerous. So you can't argue with that. I really like those ratings from Producer T. Let me know if you guys agree with that as well. Nigel says, hey, is that a sweater? If so, where did you get it? This is a Christmas sweater. It came from BVB's store, so if you guys want to jump on over there and check that out, you definitely can, because I think that this is an incredible sweater. I keep looking at myself in the in the camera, and I like the look of it. So, I mean, it's honestly super comfy. We know that that Ava's going to get it for her man there for Christmas, so that's fun. But that's pretty cool as well. BD Core is here, and he says 4-2-3-1, stick with it. Yeah, I mean, they were playing the 4-2-3-1 today, and I'm happy with that. I think the team's playing relatively good. I mean, it's not the most incredible game they've ever played, but they're doing a job, and they have a 2-0 lead in the first half. So, I mean, honestly, you can't get too upset with that. Benson's here and says, hi. Hi, what's up? Benson, hello, my friend. I assume you're new to the channel, and obviously, hello. Let me know if you're a Dortmund fan or not, and if you are, let me know if you subscribe to the channel. I can give you another little shout out, because we appreciate all the support so far on the channel. So Luis says, sorry for the late response, but Mariah is an 82, and I think he starts in the mid-60s at the beginning of the game, and he's on his 4th season. Royce is dying it with an 80. Oh, Marco, coming to the end. Lucas says, if you could just go back on your, stream where you watch the game and take a screenshot of Fabre's reaction and Sancho's free kick, that would be my new profile picture. No joke. I'll have to go back after this and take a look at it once the stream is come to an end, because apparently it's great. I'm French and you're the GOAT. Well, I appreciate that, my friend. Let me know where you're watching from in the French country of France. I don't know exactly. I don't know what I was trying to spit out of my mouth there, but yeah, let me know where you're watching from. We actually had a couple buddies who went to school with myself who were from Lyon, so it was pretty cool to see them there. But Producer T is bringing the stream back on DAZN. We're going to take a look at Fabre's reaction. Sancho hit it. It was a beautiful kick. Top corner, beautiful curl on the ball. But we're keeping an eye on Fabre's reaction. That's what we were told to do. So we're going to see what Fabre does. I'm hoping it's something like the Guardiola, like intense emotion. But I haven't seen it yet. Okay, he looks pissed. I think that's the reaction that you're going towards, but he looked unfazed by a beautiful screamer there, so I can't go too wrong with that. Who set up the first goal, lads? Who set up the first goal? I honestly can't remember. Let me know in the chat who set up the first goal, because I honestly cannot remember. Oh, I just got the reaction. All right, there it is. Second time around. Fabre loved it. That was perfect. Leipzig were robbed a penalty. Di Maria is a diver, and they are playing well. Yeah, that'd be a pretty good game. PSG and Leipzig, I'm assuming, be a bit pretty attacking lineup for probably both teams. I haven't been keeping too much of an eye on there. I guess all I got to do is look down. Juventus is tied, though. That is an ugly scoreline for them. I saw that Lazio is winning as well. If like we mentioned, if that game keeps up, it's going to be a good night for Zenit. They'll be out of the Champions League contention. It was Holland. Holland scored the first goal. I'm not sure who set it up, though. Who in the world dislike PSG? Do you agree? I mean, I didn't have an issue with PSG until they started taunting Holland after last year's Champions League. I thought it was a very unclassy move by a bunch of, honestly, unclassy players. I mean, it's a celebration. It is what it is. I don't think it was right for the entire team to decide to do that. And it was funny when Neymar was bawling his eyes out by losing the Champions League. So I don't know. I don't like PSG, but yeah, it's hard to imagine. I just thought it was a very classless move. And I didn't want to see Bayern win, but it was kind of funny to see PSG lose. So yeah, I mean, if I was to have a club in Ligue 1, it'd be Lyon. Like I mentioned, my friends who were exchange students were in the program I was in were from Lyon, big fans there. So, and I like following Depay as well. I think Depay is a good player, so I like seeing them. But yeah, I mean, you guys can let me know what your guys' thoughts are on PSG. I'm assuming because there's a lot of Dortmund fans here, it's gonna be pretty negative. But Nigel says thanks. It's fire. I like it. Hey mate, how are you? I am good, my friend. I am good. We're watching the boys being in a comfortable 2-0 lead after halftime. We saw Sancho hit a screamer, so you can't go wrong with that. Luis told us Sancho has an assist and a goal. So I guess it was Sancho who set up Holland in that first goal. And Sancho's obviously having a good game. So that's what we want to see so far. And that free kick was absolutely sensational. It was a beautiful hit. Us on the channel love it. Oh, but man, needed that. But yeah, I'm excited for the second half. But I want you guys to let me know, when do you think we're going to see Moukoko? Because knowing Fabre in the back of my mind, I just feel like it's going to be more towards the 80th minute. I desperately hope that it's towards, like, even the 65th. Like, it's 2-0. We're comfortable in this game. Club Brugge hasn't done too much to us. Let's see the kid. Let's see him come on. Let's see him hopefully break a record. But, I don't know. In my opinion, I feel like he's going to come closer towards the, 80th minute. Just how it is. But yeah, if you're new to the channel around here, definitely let me know. And if you subscribe, let me know, because we appreciate it. The channel keeps growing. We're participating in Movember on the channel, as you guys know. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun doing this channel so far, and the growth means a lot to me and producer T as well. And we have a lot of watch-alongs coming up in the next few weeks. If you guys have looked at Borussia Dortmund's schedule, it's absolutely hilarious. It is literally games every 3 days, so it should be a lot of fun. The channel should be continuing to grow, and we'll do our special surprise once we hit 1,000 subscribers, and we're very excited for that. But we're on 39 likes on the channel right now, so if you haven't dropped a like, bring it up to 40. We appreciate it here, and the boys are just going to start getting underway soon. Sancho has the goal and assist. I got my bet. Happy days. Evan, what was your bet, my friend? I'm assuming it was a first half goal, maybe. I'm not sure. Or first half 2 goals. Evan, no problem. Yo, Haaland will carry Dortmund all the way. Haaland is on, honestly, sensational form. It's amazing to see this kid play the way he does. I haven't seen a striker quite play like him in some time. He's just a big body at the age of 20 years old. He puts his head down like he likes to do. He's able to just dance through players. It's incredible to see him go. It's so fun to cover him this year. So, yeah, I mean, it's honestly awesome. But I do want to see Moukoko come on. As much as I want to see the Holland hat trick, I want to see the kid get some rest. Like I said, that schedule is coming up, and it is fierce. It is honestly so many games. Like, Moukoko's going to have to start one of them. So, we got Robin saying, came over from the United game to see what you were saying about Holland's last goal. Robin, welcome to the channel, my friend. I'm assuming then you are a United fan. But, yeah, Holland's goal was incredible. He's just a born finisher. He had a nice ball. He had a nice ball that put him in on goal, and he had a nice finish into the bottom corner, posting in. Can't go too wrong with that. But the finish of the game came from Sancho. It was honestly, it was an absolute screamer. Beautiful free kick goal. And Sancho's on the ball right now, who just gave a lovely ball into Haaland, but just off his foot. Don't see him miss that too much. But Luis says, I hate PSG after last year's Champions League and mocking Haaland. I think that'll be a lot of Dortmund players and fans, obviously. Opinion about PSG, very unclassy move. Moukoko around the 67th minute. I would love to see that. That is exactly what I'd like to see. I want it to be relatively early. I want to see the kid have an opportunity to break a few records. It's what we all want to see. If you read this, just found your channel today, bud. Definitely subscribed. All right, if you read this, I want to give you a big shout out then. I really appreciate the sub on the channel. Obviously, like we just said, we keep growing, and it's because of your guys' support. I'm glad you enjoy it. And the more we keep growing, the more, obviously, content we can bring out for you guys, and 1,000 is the goal. So, honestly, thanks so much for the subscription. Your profile must be private. We didn't see the little Josh coming down and dancing, so I'll give you a shout out here, but I do appreciate the support, my friend. Holland to Liverpool. That is not what you want to see. I mean, I'm not going to say that Holland's going to stay here his entire career, but he's 20 years old and he's on incredible form. I hope he stays a little bit longer. I don't think there's any reason he'll leave like within the next couple seasons, but some of the big boys are going to come at him. The Madrids, the Barças, the Liverpools, the Uniteds. He's a world-class player already at the tender age of 20. And he's just been doing it night in, night out for us this year. And I don't know what our team would look like without him. But Hazard's on the break right now. And he slides it into Jadon. Oh. It looked like it tipped off a defender, but that was a nice little break there by the boys. And then someone said Holland to United. But no, I don't see Holland leaving anytime soon. I think he's just going to continue on the brilliant form he's on. I can see him being here for a few more seasons before some of the big clubs in the world will come after him. But I don't want to see him leave. And the day he does is going to break my heart because he is so much fun to watch. He's an absolute threat every time he gets on the ball. He's just built differently, my friends. He is built differently. Holland's shot power and finishing is as good as my mom's cooking. You must have a pretty damn good cook of a mom because, yes, you're absolutely right. The kid hits the ball with such pace and such clinical finishing. He's honestly, like I said, he's built differently. He's a total different striker to Lewandowski, but when you see him of pure class and pure finishing ability, Lewy and Holland are right now who I think. And Lewy does it in a different way. He's an older player, but he's a finisher. It's the pace that can separate Erling from other strikers in the world, with that just raw energy, that pace on him, the physicality and the finishing. It's incredible. We got a Reds fan here. Love Holland. He will come for Jurgen K. Well, Reds fan, I mean, yeah, you have one of my favorite managers, probably my favorite manager of all time. Jurgen Klopp was here when I fell in love with the club, and he's doing some incredible things at Liverpool. Liverpool was honestly, and I'm sure the Liverpool fan can agree, the Liverpool was not the team they are today. Jurgen Klopp completely changed that team around, and he's turned them into title challengers, Champions League challengers, and I miss Klopp, and I'm hoping one day he may return to Dortmund in the future. I think he's got a huge love for the club, but I don't know. I want Holland to stay as long as he can, and like I said on the channel, his dad, his agent, has been very particular about the clubs he's gone to. He sent him at Salzburg at the right time, sent him to Dortmund at the right time. And I don't think that they're in a crazy rush to leave anytime soon. I think their next move will be calculated, and I'm not sure exactly when it'll be, but I think they're still going to keep building the talent and ability here. But, that's a nice ball on over to Holland, and let's see what he can do here. Oh, he blasted over the bar. But Producer T is having a celebration, which means someone subscribed, and it was, if you read this, did just subscribe, and we got his notification. So if you read this, thank you so much, my friend. We do appreciate the support. Should be stick with the 4-2-3-1 formation because we really play well with it. Yes, my favorite formation with Dortmund is a 4-2-3-1. I thought we've looked completely different since we switched shape. I thought we just kind of ran into a wall, to be perfectly honest. The 3-4-3 just wasn't clicking. It looked like a lot of, I like to describe it as the U, playing the ball all around the U, no real threat on goal. A lot of kind of like nitty-gritty type of games, but with the 4-2-3-1, I just feel like we play more open. We got a lot more chances. Holland's been in incredible form as well. Hummels has been able to adapt to the two center backs, which I wasn't sure if he was able to do. And even Guerrero, going from his obviously preferred left wing back position into a natural left back. He still gets up into play from time to time, but when he plays as a left back, you see him all over the pitch. That's a nice little ball in there to Sancho, who's had a much better game. Picks out Gio, but it was nicely defended there by Club Brugge. And they cycle it off of the head of Delaney and out for a goal kick. Yes, it's perfect for attacking and defending. Luis agrees. Yeah, let me know what formation you guys think. We play in the 3-4-3, the 4-2-3-1, but for me, you can't beat the 4-2-3-1. It is by far the best formation to go with, and the boys just honestly are playing, in my opinion, pretty incredible in it, and we have so much versatility. We have a loaded bench. We're 51 minutes in, and I'm just going to start getting a little antsy until Moukoko comes on. All right. Is Jadon Sancho playing good? Sancho is playing good, Matt. He hasn't been, obviously, in the best form, but he hit a screamer of a free kick, and he had the opening assist for Holland's goal. He's been pretty lively, and he's playing pretty comfortable on the left-hand side of our front three. Well, front four. We're playing the 4-2-3-1. He's playing as the left attacking mid. Board confirmed Holland doesn't want a release clause, so we might be fine. Yes, that would be incredible if he doesn't have a release clause, because honestly, if someone's going to pay $220 million for Neymar, I don't know what release clause you're going to want to put that's realistic and not just like a stupid La Liga release clause of like $600 million for Mariano Diaz. But yeah, I'd be more comfortable without a release clause on our boy, but I don't think he's going to be leaving anytime soon. I think he's happy here. Is Club Brugge good? They are a solid. Oh, nice save there by Berkey, but it was offside. They're a solid. They're a solid club from the Belgian team, the Jupiter Pro League, I believe it's called. I'm sorry if I didn't get that absolutely correct. Can't remember exactly what it's called, but they're usually a top 4 team in that league. they have some decent players. They have Mignolet. I mean, our Liverpool fan here will obviously know Mignolet. He's between the sticks right now for them. And their star player, or at least their most offensive player up front, Emmanuel Dennis, had an argument about where he was sitting on the bus, so he got dropped for the game today. So I don't know what's going on with that dressing room. But yeah, like, they're a solid club, but there's no reason they should ever take points from us. And obviously, like we see, we're in a comfortable performance right now. But we are sitting on 49 likes. So if you haven't dropped a like, let's get that to that 50, because that would just be awesome. And our last watch along got over 100, which was very surprising. That was a big watch along. I think a lot of people were excited about Moukoko. So let's get amped up again, because he's gonna come on and he's gonna break another record, ladies and gentlemen. So let's hope he does so again. But that's nicely stole. Come on, hit him. That's a nice ball by Reina. And look at Haaland, head down, just big boy. Oh, he still gets a shot off, which is absolutely incredible. If you watch the kid, Gio didn't see it quite early enough. He should have had his head up a couple seconds earlier, and he could have probably sent Holland in, but it was still a nice ball. He took it on stride, shoved out anyone who would have challenged him, but it was good defending by the Club Brugge player, but he did still manage to get a shot off, which led to a goal kick. So Holland is an animal, and now Hazard is here for a corner kick. But we did hit the 50 likes, so I appreciate you guys for getting us that target as Hazard swings it in the box, but it looks like it's going out for a goal kick. Sancho is showing his class this game. I agree with you, Luis. Vamos Dortmund. Yes. If a transfer bid to Holland came in, how much do you think he would cost? Someone said 75 million euros. I mean, I can't even put a price on him. Holland is the future for young strikers. Yes, he absolutely is. I have no idea what I would put on his head, because you couldn't replace him. I don't know, like, we lost Holland right now, I don't know how much money the board would even try to get, because you're not going to find someone to replace what he's doing right now. He's playing out of this world. I don't know why he would want to leave. His Bundesliga goal scoring record is off this charts. He's well over a goal a game kind of player. He's, like I said, he's just built differently. I can't think of a striker that does quite what he does right now. And I don't know who we'd go after. Like, yes, I mean, honestly, someone said 180 million in the chat, and I think that's honestly fair. Like, I would ask for this most stupid amount of number you would ever even imagine, and hope that a dumb club like, I shouldn't say dumb club, but a club that's willing to spend crazy money would be willing to top that, because he's worth it. I mean, he's 20 years old, but I don't think it's right for him. I think at the age of 20, what he's doing, he should spend a few more years here. He should keep developing, and I think that he will. And like I said, and I can't stress it enough, his dad is so particular about, like, the proper way to grow a player. And I don't think he's going to move before him, his dad, the coach, anyone who's got an opinion on Erling Haaland that matters to their family will give the green light, because they want to see him keep developing it the way he is, and potentially going to a team that he doesn't fit his play style, or fit because there may be another striker there. It's just not what they're going to do. So I have no idea how to even put a price tag on him, because he's irreplaceable for us. No, Haaland not for sale. No, he is not for sale. But we had 180 million for Haaland. I think Haaland's as valuable as Mbappe for sure. If Dembele was sold for 110 million, Haaland should be sold for 900 million. And that's literally the point I was trying to make. I don't even know how to put a price tag on this kid's head. But I don't want him to leave anytime soon. Haaland issue to club, why sir? Haaland has no issue at the club. He will be staying in Dortmund, I'm hoping, for years to come. Bro, what do you think Bruges score? Have chance Bruges score 1 goal? Can you give me a moderator? I'm not quite sure what you're asking, my friend. I think you're asking what are the chances of Club Brugge to score a goal. I'd say they're pretty low. I put my prediction as 3-0 Dortmund. And, I mean, they're on the break right now. I shouldn't speak up until I see this play come to an end. But they are on the front foot. Oh, they literally almost scored. I should about put a foot in my mouth. But, I mean, I don't know. If you're putting a bet down, I'd put a bet for them not scoring rather than actually scoring. So, yeah, I'm not quite sure. But they just had a very nice chance there. It was a beautifully whipped ball from their left back. And they were close. I could have easily went in the back of the net, but Yeah, I almost jinxed it. Luis says that there are articles saying that Haaland is not leaving anytime soon. And I think that's very accurate. I don't think Haaland will be leaving anytime soon. I think he is very happy at Dortmund. And honestly, as a player, why would you want to leave when you're on this kind of form? You see it all the time with players who... Mario Götze is the perfect example. A kid so young, so talented, the next big thing, the Golden Boy winner. And he decided to be, I guess, a little selfish or a little excited at the prospect of playing for a team that he thought would bring home a lot of titles. And yes, in his time at Bayern, they did bring home a lot of titles. But guess what, Mario? Your pretty much career went down the shitter when you made that decision. And you came crawling back to Dortmund and were never the player you should have been. You have a World Cup to your name and you will be in the hearts of a lot of German fans and supporters, but it's a story of what could have been. You're 28 and you're playing for PSV Eindhoven. No offense to that club. I mean, I like PSV, but it just, the Golden Boy shouldn't, at the age of 28, shouldn't be playing for that. His career went very differently, and if he stayed at Dortmund for a few years longer, Klopp, Royce, Lewandowski all begged him to, but he decided to go off and make a poor decision, and it cost him, honestly, a big chunk of his career. So that's what a lot of articles are about. That's a nice passing play over here to Hazard. Well defended, but he still got it. I believe that'll be offside. That's an excellent finish, but it came off of the Bruges defender. So I think it might count. Haaland looked like he was coming from an offside position, but like I said, I believe the ball came off of Club Brugge. I'm not going to quite celebrate yet, but that was a beautiful, beautiful struck finish in the bottom corner, and it looks like it counts. It was a nice stretched ball out to Meunier, who had a nice quick pass over to Hazard. Took a shot. So yeah, look at it. He's well in an offside position. But yes, Club Brugge passed it right to Haaland. Haaland doesn't even need to look where the goal is. Well finished goal. And that's just a natural goal scorer. Meunier even got a hand on it, but like someone in the chat mentioned, the pace of Haaland hitting a ball is honestly lightning. Fabre's smiling. Okay, it's 3-0. Fabre, take the kid off. Bring us on Moukoko. We want to see another record. We've seen already one record broken on the channel only a few days ago. We want to see another one. Drop a big like for Erling Haaland, because I'm literally in the middle of talking about how incredible he is. 6 goals in 4 matches. I think he's got 10 in the league. Like, how would you want to replace a player like this? And Haaland has got to be having fun. I'm always worried about young players making the decision to leave their clubs at the wrong time. And I promise you, Haaland will not leave this club until they believe it's his time. You guys know about the Golden Boy curse. Mario Götze, again, is a prime example. Sorry, my friend, about it. But there's a lot of players who were so hyped. But in the defense, I mean, none of those players were doing what Haaland's doing right now. I can promise you, you could probably put Haaland into another team and he will perform because he's just that good. But I wouldn't suggest it. There's no reason to leave Dortmund right now. You were 20 years old and you were scoring at over a goal a game pace. Keep developing, keep growing as a player. There's no better club to do so than Dortmund. And hopefully win some silverware here. That's something that we've heard him say in articles before that he's excited to do. And I think we got a good realistic chance with a kid firing like this. He's going to lead us to some glory this season. I know you guys think so as well. And guess what? Our JJD TV community is going to be following it the entire way. 3-0. The boys are fired up. And we just want to see Moukoko right now. So Nigel says, I need 2-goal win. Well, Nigel, you're sitting pretty on right now with a 3-goal lead. Dwight says Serginho Dest scored in Kiev. Wow. The American viewers that we have on the channel, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool that Serginho Dest scored. And I'm going to wait until Taylor's little screen here comes by because I don't even know the scores. Do a little update on the game as Manchester United's got a 3-0 lead on Besiktas, which is, I mean, not that impressive. It is Besiktas. Well, they did lose to them. But Barca's got a 2-0 lead in Kiev, which is nice to know that Serginho Dest scored. So if you guys are some American viewers, let me know in the chat. I did mention that we do have a pretty fun episode coming out in regards to the American Bundesliga players, so I hope that our American supporters and even other supporters will find it interesting. So it's pretty cool to see. I'm obviously Canadian, but another big passion, as you guys may know, obviously it's Borussia Dortmund, but is growing the Bundesliga in the North American market is a big passion of mine as well. And with the Premier League obviously losing its rights to TSN and Bundesliga coming on ESPN Plus as well as Sportsnet, it's the time. It's the time for the Bundesliga to grow in the North American market. So I absolutely love it. I got a lot of love for our American viewers as well. They're our neighboring country. I know sometimes we don't get along, but I like seeing their players do successful, and I love watching Gio Reyna hopefully develop as a player continuously for us this season. And obviously other players. Serginho Dest, I was happy. I mean, I was disappointed he didn't come to Bayern because I wanted to see him in the Bundesliga, but I mean, they already took Alphonso Davies from us. I mean, so I don't know. I don't know. I am a little disappointed because I think Dest was the player that Bayern needed, but I hope he's doing some good things in Barca. It's pretty cool for them. They got 2 young Americans there. So yeah, so I don't know. It'll be pretty cool. Hopefully there'll be a game with the U.S. men's national team against the Canadian ones because we have a very special guest that's coming on the channel soon. It'll be very, very cool. A lot of you Americans out there and Canadians will definitely recognize him. And we're very, very excited for that. So yeah, and we're gonna get Tactical Manager hopefully on the channel to do this American Bundesliga players episode we have coming up for you guys. So Haaland is a golden boy, is on fire recently. Yes, he absolutely is. Haaland best, absolutely. I think Haaland is trying to show he learned from the golden boy and didn't just steal it from Fatty or Davies. I mean, if you ever want to prove the fact that you deserve to win it, Haaland is on incredible form. In my opinion, Fatty didn't deserve to come anywhere near it. Sancho, in my opinion, and then Davies was the rankings for me, but I'm very happy Haaland won it, and he's definitely showing that he's deserved it. But that is a nice ball in the box, and that's nicely done there by Berkey to kick it out. Nigel says he's American too, and this channel is fire. Nigel, I really appreciate the support. You've been here on the channel for some time now, and we have some fun American Bundesliga content coming up for you, so you should enjoy that. Would love to see Holland get another hat trick. I mean, it's not, if there's one other player right now who's going to get it, it's going to be the man on the ball right now. He's walking into space. Whew. The ball comes off his foot so quickly. The kid just wants to keep scoring and scoring. But we're on the 65th minute now, and I don't know. It's 3-0. Give the kid a little bit of break. I don't want to see Holland get burnt out. We got so many games coming up. We got Moukoko ready. Get the kid in. Uncle Blad3 says, yeah, LOL. I have over for BBB to win. I'm in Cali. We got a few people from Cali that are subscribers to the channel, which I'm very jealous of. Very nice there right now, where it's nice and snowy here in good old Canada. If Dortmund win the double and get a deep run in the Champions League, Holland keeps scoring, he could be in line for the Ballon d'Or. Holland is a definite future Ballon d'Or winner, in my opinion. I mean, if you're looking at two very, the future of football, you're going to look at Erling Haaland, you're going to look at Mbappe. Both are, their numbers are incredible. Sancho as well. Sancho as well, definitely. I mean, there's just so much young talent coming up, but yeah, the way that Haaland does, and if he can bring this Dortmund team that obviously is dying for some silverware to some type of glory in the league, Champions League, a cup double, whatever it may be, yes, I absolutely agree that down the line, Holland can definitely be in contention for the Ballon d'Or. You are a brother from another mother, from up north, the good old north. But Jude's on the ball here with a nice little shimmy in the box. Kind of ran out of options though. Jimmy says, I feel they're gonna internationally injure Holland. Jimmy, that is scary to even think about. I desperately hope not. I think that Holland likes playing for Norway. I definitely agree with that. I really hope that he doesn't. But the international break, I don't think is going to happen anytime soon because the qualifications for the Euros is now, or at least from the Nations League, has come to an end. I don't know when the next international break is. It's not going to be for some time. So I think hopefully in the meantime we will be relatively safe. But I'm not sure. I don't know. Is Siva still here? He's our Australian viewer. I know that I always like talking to him on here because he's his time zone is just so different than ours. He may or may not be sleeping. I can't remember. But if anyone else here is from Australia, let me know, because I love knowing what time it is over there. I always ask him every game. I haven't seen him in the chat in a while, so I'm assuming he probably had to get up and start his day. But Sancho's on the break here. Oh, it looked like a nasty little ball, but it was well defended. Supermax says, second time here. Love your channel. This is Ava from Nigeria. Well, Supermax or Ava, thank you so much. I love the support from Nigeria. That's pretty cool to see. But that's absolutely fantastic. I appreciate the love and support on the channel. You guys have all been great. You've made our watch along so much fun week in, week out. And we have a lot of match watch alongs coming up if you guys have taken any look at the crazy schedule that we have coming. But, I mean, this is a beautiful game right now. We are leading, obviously, 3-0. It's been a pretty comfortable game from the boys. But we got to, come on. It's again, the dream scenario when you want to bring on a player like Moukoko. So, I see 2 players lined up to come on. I couldn't get the number, but I'm hoping it's Moukoko, because I give the kid 20 minutes. And hopefully we'll get Haaland some rest, but Sancho just found Holland, and what's he going to do? He's going to shoot, because that's what Erling Haaland likes to do. Haaland will have the longest hat-trick streak in history. Yeah, the kid's on incredible form. There's nothing else to say about it. Nothing else to say about it. But we'll take a look at some of the other scores. Barcelona's got a 3-0 lead over Kiev. The PSG-Leipzig game, I'm not sure if any of you guys are keeping an eye on that one, but it looks like it'd be a good little watch. Looks like a pretty tight game. It is not Moukoko lined up, but Holland is in on goal if he's onside for his hat-trick. Oh, Mignolet comes up with a save. Holland finds Hazard. Take a shot, Hazard. Holland's hat-trick, it was right there for the taking. Finds Sancho top of the box. Oh, that's an looked like a nice little run there from Jude, but well defended. Finds it over to Delaney. Jamie says internationally, I mean not international. Understood, my friend, understood. The possession hasn't been actually too bad. The first half possession was 61-39. Second half was 58-42 for Club Brugge. So they've had a lot more of the ball. I guess in a 3-0 game it kind of makes sense, but it's actually, I don't know, to me a little bit surprising that they've had, honestly, so much of the ball in the second half, because they haven't honestly created a whole bunch. They did have that one nice ball in from the left wing back position. They're in on goal here, but I don't know if that's a foul or not. It looks like it is, and looks like it's on. It is on a foul on Club Brugge. Simon is here. He says, "Hey, bro, how are you doing?" I'm doing great. I'm sitting here in a nice little jumper right now, enjoying Borussia Dortmund absolutely hammer Club Brugge 3-0. And we're all counting down the minutes until Moukoko comes on and breaks his second record in a matter of a week. So yeah, I mean, it's fun. I'm getting a little annoyed with Fabre. We do want to see him come on now. We're getting very impatient. It looks like Mirai is coming on, though, so it's cool to see Matteo Mirai come on. I'm hoping for Thomas Meunier, because he's had a ton of minutes. And Emery Chan is coming on, and he'll play as a CDM for Thomas Delaney. I have not seen him play as a CDM in a while. Let me know if you guys can remember the last time Chan's played in the middle of the park, but he usually has been playing on the back three of the center backs. So maybe there's a change in shape here for the last 18 minutes, which might make sense considering that it's been a relatively tighter game in the second half because Club Brugge has got more of the ball. I'm honestly not too sure, but Chan can play as a CDM. I can't remember the last time he's done it. But we get to see Mariah back in, which is nice because Meunier has had way too many minutes. Way too many minutes for my liking. Mariah is pretty exciting. He's honestly a lot more attacking, and he's better attacking than Meunier is, but we love when there is Champions League. Yes, we do, my friend. Champions League is always fun to watch, midweek games. We got a lot of different people from the midweek games to our weekend games. Obviously, different time. We got people from all over the world. Our Indian viewers, again, the commitment for the Champions League game is like, I think, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning for those poor viewers, but they show their commitment to it. You gotta love it. Simon is the Man United fan here. Yeah, but Simon, Dortmund is your Bundesliga team, right? You got to give us that. You said you hope Dortmund wins, so that's good. Alexis Gonzalez, thanks for the stream from NYC. No problem, my friend. I'm glad you enjoy it. I don't know if you're a part of the NYC Borussia Dortmund fan club there, but that is quite the fan club. It's a cool one to keep an eye on in the Facebook page. But yeah, if you guys are new around here and you have subscribed, definitely let me know, because Producer T likes to dance when we get a subscription, that when your account is not private, because he dances and we know. But I like giving a shout out to everyone who subscribes to the channel, because it just honestly means a lot. We keep growing, and I love finding UBVB fans from all over the world. And we have so many here today, so it's honestly awesome. From Croatia to India to New York City to the smallest place in Canada, which is where I live, so it's pretty cool to see. The boys are pretty comfortable too. But again, like the game of the weekend, we are mainly here to see Moukoko, so let's go. Get him on. Hopefully Moukoko gets more than 5 minutes. Yes, I agree. I definitely want him to come on. I wish he was on during that last substitution. It's honestly annoying that he's not on yet. But I told Producer T, he was asking me before the stream started when I thought he was going to come on. And because it's Fabre, I said 80th minute. And it's looking like I'm probably right. If he doesn't come on at all, that would be ridiculous. Oh, Berkey just got clocked there. But Berkey's not afraid of anything, so he took it like a man. Got knocked on his keister, but it was a good ball. He came out to challenge it, and yeah, it was just, he headed the ball midair, took Berkey out, but good call. Boys are looking good. Sarah says BVB. Sarah, welcome to the channel. I'm not sure if you're new or not, but you said BVB. I'm assuming you meant over Bayern, and you were absolutely right. Sarah, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so, because that is what we do on this channel. We like to watch us, hopefully, take on Bayern in the title challenge this season. And the Bundesliga is wide open right now, so, I mean, our team is playing honestly incredible. This game has been a little bit, I mean, I say incredible. I mean, we're winning 3-0. In my opinion, that's a good game. But they've been a little different in the second half, and meaning that they haven't had a ton of possession, which is very unlike Dortmund. Last time we played Club Brugge, we ran them into the ground the first half, dominated possession throughout the entirety of the game, and then we hit 3 in the second half. But this game has been a little bit more open. Club Brugge has went for it a little bit more, and Dortmund seems a little more comfortable just sitting back, taking a little bit of pressure, knowing that they have a 3-0 cushion to sit on. So a little bit different tactics between the two games, but right now it's looking like the exact same result. And my match prediction, last game was 3-0, and this game was 3-0. So if it stays the same scoreline, I'm 2 for 2. It's the Christmas jumper, baby. We're getting ready. Footy XHG says Haaland over Messi and Ronaldo right now. Well, that's not the craziest thing you've said, because, yeah, I mean, right now in form, there's not too many players in the world that are topping Haaland right now on form alone. Is this the first time Meunier is going to the bench? Luka, that's funny, because it's almost accurate. I think it's been like once, maybe twice he's been taken. There's definitely been one other time he's been subbed off in the game. But yeah, for the most part, Meunier starts every game and plays almost every game. So, I mean, it's crazy considering we have Paslak and Marai on the bench, how much minutes he's had. He's going to, and with the international games as well, it's a head scratcher for me, especially because he's, in my opinion, been the worst player on our team this season. But it is what it is. I mean, he's playing better now, which you got to like to see. We spent big money on his wages. He's here for 4 years. But Dortmund is on the break right now. But a poor ball by Emre Can, and it's taken back by Club Brugge. I am 5 a.m. morning watch along. That is absolute commitment, my friend. I love hearing stories like that, because that is so early. Do you work the next day, or are you in school? Let me know, because I dig the commitment if you have to work, because that is crazy. How good is Moukoko? Where did that comment go? Simon, Moukoko is incredible. I mean, in the youth league, youth football is just too easy for him. Holland just got absolutely tackled to the ground. I think he lost the ball beforehand, so I'm assuming it's not going to be a pen, but he literally just got bear hugged to the ground. It's out for a corner. But Moukoko has something along the lines of 141 goals and 88 appearances for youth football. The numbers are absolutely unheard of. He's already broke the record for the youngest ever player to be in the Bundesliga. If he comes off the bench today, he'll be the youngest player ever to play in the Champions League. If he scores, he'll break that record as well. He's a 16-year-old who deserves all the hype, and I'm just curious to see if he'll do it on the big stage. I wish he'd get more minutes this game. Fabre's obviously decided to keep Haaland on for no reason whatsoever besides maybe get his hat-trick. But if it was me, I'd rest him. That's a beautiful ball over to Guerrero, and nice save there by Mignolet. Cleared out by Club Brugge. Someone says, really good. Simon Carr is from England. Sarah is reiterating the fact that BBB order. Hansa, I'm not quite sure what that means. Hey, are you on Twitter? What's your handle? Yes, Nigel, I am on Twitter. It is just under the chat. On Twitter and Instagram, on Twitter it's at TV_JJD, and Instagram is JJD TV 96. If you guys are on those two social media platforms, you're more than welcome to follow me. I try to communicate with you guys as much as I can, especially on Twitter. It's a lot easier than I'm obviously communicating with you guys on Instagram, but you can reach out to me anytime on either one of those platforms. Aka says, hey. Hey Josh, I've been seeing that Zagadou has been leaked to Man United. What are your thoughts on that? I don't think that's happening. We do have a substitution right now, though. Someone earlier in the chat asked where they wanted to see Paslak, right or left. He is now going as our left back, taking on Guerrero's position, and I'm glad because, honestly, like I said, Schultz just isn't the player that we honestly need right now. So it's Paslak coming on, 80th minute, and Brandt too. We have one substitution left. If Fabre doesn't bring on Moukoko, and he's not. Wow. That's ridiculous. 3-0 game. He decides not to let the kid break a record. That is disappointing from Fabre. No reason for that. I don't understand it. Brandt's coming on for Reina. Royce is coming on for, I'm assuming, Holland. And it is Holland. Holland looks absolutely peed right off that he's not going to get his hat-trick. He had a glorious chance for the hat-trick, but it was a nice little run by the keeper and Mignolet to save that. But that is so disappointing. I was convinced that Moukoko was going to break the record, and he didn't do it. Marco Reus is coming up, and he's going to be playing as our striker. That is so disappointing. I'm angry, actually. I don't know. Why not let the kid break a record? That's an almost untouchable record. He'd have been 16 years and 4 days. And now, I mean, he can break it next week. He'd still break the record, but it just, I don't know. There's 10 minutes left, Fabre. Like, what is the point? I'm flabbergasted. I don't understand. But yes, Luis, I don't think those rumors are realistic. I don't think Zagadou is going to leave to United anytime soon. That's just my personal opinion. A lot of those rumors come out all the time, and some of them mean nothing, but I don't think we're going to be looking to sell a center back anytime soon. There's no way. We need to buy a center back and keep our center backs right now. But we have some Spanish potentially in the chat. I'm sorry, I don't know Spanish. But who is the scorer of the third goal? It was Holland. Holland got 2 goals today. Has Moukoko come on yet? No, Brandon. I'm a little bit behind in the chat, but Moukoko will not be coming on. They use up all their subs. I'm absolutely gutted. I didn't like the decision there. I don't understand the decision, but whatever. They're up 3-0. It is what it is. We'll get a win. Maybe he'll break the record next week. A nice corner there and out for a goal kick. Engineering_life says go Dortmund. Engineering_life. Welcome to the channel. I'm not sure if you're first time here, but if it is, welcome. And if you subscribed, then thank you so much. I appreciate it. And if you haven't, then please think about doing so. Look at the jumper on the kid. Jimmy says, imagine the whole BBB team surprising you for Christmas. I don't know about that, but I mean, BBB has already been so amazing towards us here on the channel and sending us that that kit means a lot as well with the personalized little letter there. It's been so cool. Hopefully they'll be able to do some other stuff with us, but I'm not wearing the kit that they sent us today because my jumper came in. I had to wear that. So, but yeah, I mean, hopefully I can do some other things with Dortmund going forward, but for the most part, I am just happy that they did send me that jersey, and it's been incredible. They've been absolute class at club, which we already know they are. Snipe City is here. Says Hummels is so lights out. Oh my God. He's a wall. Hummels is on great form. And if you're Jurgi Love, you come crawling back and beg him to come back for the national team because he is on incredible form. No, JJD TV, Malaysia's schools are closed because of Corona. Corona is skyrocketing. Well, then that's lucky because you got to stay up all night and watch a little bit of the boys play here and hopefully walk away with a very comfortable performance. So that's awesome. Our schools aren't closed here in Ontario right now. Toronto area is going into another yellow code, I believe, which may turn into a red. I'm not sure, but yeah, that's crazy. I wish you guys all the best then, and hopefully your schools and stuff can open soon as well. I think Holland's going to be one of the best strikers in the world. Simon, I absolutely agree. Some of the performances he's doing right now are just absolutely incredible. He's on another planet right now, and we just want to continually see him come up. It just showed a picture of Moukoko not coming on, and I don't get it. Let me know in the chat if you agree with that decision. I don't understand why not. No reason he shouldn't have came on and broke a record. All he's got to do is step foot on the field. Whatever. Breakfast Club says, hello. Hello, my friend. Munir should choose his favorite seat on the bench and stay there for a few games. Yeah, I mean, I think he should get some rest for sure. I think he's playing a little bit better in the back four, but I'd like to see a little bit more of Mirai and a little bit more of Paslak as well. Breakfast Club is late. Yes, you are, my friend. But that's okay. You got to see the disappointment of not seeing Moukoko, which sucks. But you made it, and I appreciate it jumping on. If you want to drop a like, we're close to 60 likes here on the watch along. You guys have been awesome the entire time, and I appreciate it. Royce is on. Do you live in Dortmund? No, I don't. I actually live in Canada, which is crazy because it's funny that a Canadian is covering Borussia Dortmund, but they've been my club pretty much my entire life. And yeah, I live in Ontario. So Toronto FC is my local club, closest. I mean, if you follow the Canadian Premier League, which is a very new league, it's Forge FC. But in the MLS, which I know a lot of you guys would be familiar with, it's Toronto FC. They're playing tonight at 6. And we have a special guest coming on the next few weeks, which you guys will absolutely love. It's so cool that he comes on. We do have a Club Brugge supporter in here. Is pissed, calls it a rebound ball. Do you think Dortmund can win the Bundesliga? I mean, I do. I think each week they're getting better and better. I think they're starting to find a system that works. I think they have a backup system that they can play when they need to. Holland is in incredible form. Sancho hopefully is picking it up. The back four is looking strong. It's honestly looking uphill, as well as Bayern lost Kimmich. And watching the 2 games without him, I mean, he's just that's not the midfield without him. Producer T is celebrating though, which means that we gained a subscriber. It's popping up right now. So Andre, my friend, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. We appreciate it. Helping the BVB community here grow. We are very close to 1,000 subscribers. We're looking to get there as soon as we can, and every subscription matters. So I got to watch Producer T dance every time we get one. So thank you for the subscription, my friend. I appreciate it. But I do not live in Dortmund. I will be going back there as soon as I can, hopefully to do like a few vlogs and stuff there. Producer T and I will, but it will be when COVID is obviously, hopefully behind us. But yeah, I do think they can win the Bundesliga. And Conrad is entering the Barca game. So Dwight, let me know how many Americans is that now who've played today, because that's pretty incredible. A big achievement for the U.S. football as they just keep growing and keep producing some amazing talents, and it's awesome to see. This is Royce's chance to score. Yeah, hopefully Royce can get one more in here, but I predicted 3-0, so I kind of want to finish it like that. That means I would have predicted both games between Club Brugge and Dortmund as 3-0, and they both would have finished as that. So, you know, a little smart. Has Sancho had a good game? I think he has, Simon. Obviously hitting that stunner of a free kick. He's been very active on the ball. He's been a very, very good passer. His passing today reminds me of what it was like last year. It's a nice little ball, but well defended. We're sitting on 59 likes. You guys know the drill with that. Let's just pop it up to 60. Get it out of the way, and I'll appreciate it. I'm telling you, Fabre is a genius. He knows what he is doing. Everything he does has a reason behind it. This is all a part of a master plan. Luca, those are some high praises of Fabre. You don't usually see that too often, but I've really enjoyed Fabre this season too. A lot of people had some critical opinions on him, and especially at the beginning of the year, but ever since the switch to the 4-2-3-1, I think we've been on incredible form. It's been a lot of fun to see. It just annoyed me a little bit today, and I guess he can still break the record next week, but then that record will be like 16 years and 11 days when it could have been 16 years and 4 days. I don't know. Either way, Gio had a chance, but Emre Can had a chance, but a poor little effort there. Why are you just... my chat. Why are you just saying 3-1? I'm not sure who... Oh, yeah, someone in the chat. I'm not sure whether they're saying 3-1. I think they're saying that Club Brugge is going to score, but they're not, Dortmund have a really young team. Yes, they do, and that can sometimes bite you in the butt, but when your young player at 20 years of age is playing like a seasoned, in his prime, 27-year-old, helps. We also have some experience in the back with Akanji's now getting up there in age. Meunier's 29. Hummels is in his 30s. We have Emre Can with experience as well. Delaney. We have a young squad, but it's a good mix, and I really like it. I love the depth of this team. It can be frustrating from time to time to see players like Hazard and Brandt not get the minutes that they want, but it makes the team fresh, makes them interesting to see. So I don't know. I'm pretty happy right now, and it's just showing how close the Bundesliga is, and if we can get a good run of games coming up with the crazy depth we have in the team, we can go on a bit of a streak and push a title challenge here, and obviously hopefully clinch top of the group right now for us, as we are going into injury time right now with the stream coming to an end. Snipe City says, this is the perfect situation for Moukoko to make his debut. Tight grasp on the game, no reason not to sub him on. Snipe City, I absolutely agree. I felt like he should have came on this game. I don't know why he didn't. I can't explain it. Can we watch the game? We don't. Can we watch the game? We don't inherit your face. I think you're asking me to put on the game. I can't do that. You got it stuck looking at this face because copyright strikes, my friend. Can't put it on the screen, and I will not. We want Moukoko, yes we do, but unfortunately we use our 5 subs. We will not get him. Oh man, I just want Sancho to come back. This is a good start for him. Sancho had a great game today, in my opinion. It's hard for anyone to outdo Holland, but Sancho had a great game today, and I was very happy with the way he played. He was a joy to watch last year, and these kind of games like he just did today reminded me of some of the games he had last season. So I'm definitely hoping that he can pick up his form back up, because he will be important for us. How long have you been a BBB supporter? I've followed the club since 2006, but I was very young at that age. I would have been 10 from FIFA 2006. But I started watching them night in, night out, and being a real, not a real fan, because I liked them when I was 10, but I didn't watch football every week. So pretty much since 2009, 10-ish, I started actually getting the games and figuring out how to stream the games and watch the games, and it just grew into watching them every single week, which grew into this channel. It's a watch along, my dude. We don't need your fans. Josh is doing great on the content. Luis, I really appreciate it, my friend. You've been absolutely so supportive, and I appreciate it. But that's okay. A lot of people will find the stream and want to watch the game, but I can't put it on because of copyright issues. We've had nothing but support on the chat, and it's been awesome. You guys have been incredible ever since this channel starting. We have a lot of OGs and a lot of new subscribers who've been nothing but fantastic. So it's been absolutely fantastic, and you guys are just helping the channel grow, and we appreciate it. As we close in on our final 30 seconds here of the game, and it looks like I'm going to get the prediction correct. So rock on, Josh. Did we witness a miracle? Mirai played. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. We are complaining about great players not playing, but it's exactly what missed last season, and that's the depth. Yes, the depth is absolutely important to this team. And if you guys look at the schedule, the game has come to an end. We won 3-0. I predicted 2 games in a row. I'm pumped, you know. Low brag, but yeah, if you guys look at our schedule coming up in the next few weeks, it's ridiculously packed. And if you look at our bench, we have more. I think we have one of the best depth in the league, and that's including Bayern. I think our depth, honestly, we have more talent on the bench than Bayern does. So with these games coming on, it's gonna be great being able to throw in a combination of Dahoud, Delaney, Witsel, Chan, Bellingham with Hazard, Royce, Brandt, like now Moukoko, Holland. It's great, and I can't wait to see how the boys do. Dahoud got rested today, for example, didn't play at all. He'll probably be starting the next game. So with the crazy amount of games and this COVID congested schedule, I think it's going to do nothing but benefit us. And especially the fact that Bayern lost Kimmich. I can't stress how important that is us for building a title challenge here. But the game is over. We'll be coming to an end here. But I did see something from Snipe City, who says, off topic, do you watch hockey? If so, Leafs fan, I presume. And I absolutely had to address that because, no, I am not a Leafs fan. Toronto is the closest hockey team to me. All my friends are Leafs fans. I grew up a Senators fan, so Ottawa Senators are my team. If you watched some of the BBB to Glory content, you'd see a very fuzzy picture of a 50 and 07. So Snipe City, before I get off here, if you can guess who the player I'm referring to is, who scored 50 and 07, I will laugh, and then you will know obviously who he is. But yeah, I've been a Senators fan my whole life, same as being a Borussia Dortmund fan pretty much my whole life. So Snipe City, that is my team. So yeah, some thoughts on Meunier. I thought Meunier has been playing better. In my opinion, I think he's been playing better in the right back position. When we did play in the 3-4-3, I don't think he should play whatsoever. I think Paslak or Mirai should play as our right wing back, and there's no proof whatsoever that states that he's a good wing back, because every game he's played has been really, really poor. So, but I mean, I'm happy generally with him playing as right back in a 4-2-3-1. Lucas says, can I get that screenshot now, please? Luca, I will reach back out to you on Twitter if we got that screenshot or not. And then I will obviously take a look into the fantasy and reach out to you on there as well. And Nigel says, thanks for the chat. Catch you next game. And that's how we're going to wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Luis called me a scoreboard wizard. I've been pretty good on predictions this week. Like, this year, nailing the predictions. Don't want to pat myself on the back, you know, so. Oh, Snipe City says Alfredson. No, Danny Heatley, my friend. Come on. Danny Heatley is my framed picture of the Ottawa and the Senators. You can Google it. Google 1507 Danny Heatley, Snipe City. You'll get a couple laughs. He's got an account on Twitter. What's the account called?
Not Danny Heatley.
Look up not Danny Heatley on Twitter, Snipe City. You will definitely appreciate it. The Wolf says, I agree, dude. I don't see him more than a CDM and play as garbage. Yeah. So that's it. So, I mean, I'm Danny Heatley, the All-Star. Yeah, okay. All right. I'm wrapping up the chat. Thank you guys again so much for sticking with us. It's been absolutely fantastic. Andre says you're doing a great job. We'll see you next game, and we will. We got so many watch-alongs coming up. It's been so much fun doing these watch-alongs with you guys, and I love chatting with all of you guys, and we keep growing the community. 1,000 subscribers is the goal, so I can communicate with you guys literally daily. So if you are new around here, definitely subscribe. Drop a like before you exit the watch-along, and until next time, guys, we will see you soon.